tonight's game of old school Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Iken. I'll be your dungeon master and your guide into this world of Dungeons and Dragons. Alright, so glad you all can make it. We do have a new player. It's Rue. So welcome, Rue. We'll get you rolled up,
Thank you.
and then everyone else here seems to have a character. So preparation should not take too long. Alex, you'll need a new character as usual since you
Oh,
died
why?
last time.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Yes, you left the game and your character was lost.
All right.
Alright, so get you guys new characters. So the first step to creating a character is to generate their ability scores with some dice. The ability scores are a reflection of what your character is capable of, their talents, their flaws, and so on. The first one we determine is your character's strength. We're going to roll a character for Rue first, since she was here first, and is new. Then we'll roll one for Alex as well. So the first score we roll is your strength, which will determine your character's ability in melee combat. Alright, a score through 3 to 8 is considered low. 9 through 10 is considered normal, and 13 through 18 is considered high. So Rue, you have 10 strength. You can write this down on your paper. You can write STR
Yeah, just
type 10.
same.
Alright, very good. Alright, the second ability we roll is intelligence. A character's overall knowledge of the game world. Yours has 8. Or no, sorry, 6. 6 is slightly low. Not too low though. Alright, next is wisdom. This will determine your character's sensibility and faith and such, perception. You have 8. Next is dexterity. This is your character's reflexes, hand-eye coordination. Yours has 5. That's pretty low, unfortunately. She's kind of clumsy and slow. Last are, there's still 2 more scores to roll. Constitution's next. This is how tough she is. Her endurance. That's her best one. 14. Okay. She's very tough. Next is charisma. Charisma is her leadership, communication skills. She's got pretty good charisma. It's 12. No, wait. It's 11. Sorry.
11.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. 11 charisma. CHA.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna roll up a character for Alex too. Let's see. Your strength is going to be 8. Your intelligence is 11. Your wisdom is 12. Your dexterity is 12. Constitution is 8. And charisma is 9. Alright. And then, Yubi, do you want a new character too for this one? Or do you want to play as Modestus?
Uh, is there more wait time? Maybe someone hops in,
We're
or
probably
are
gonna
we
get
gonna
into the
start
adventure right
officially?
after this.
I mean, I can go with my other character.
Which one is that?
It's Erastus.
Okay, sure.
It's a one level cleric. Level one. I mean,
Alright, you will play as Erastus for this one.
Is Martin still alive?
Is he one of your characters, or who's Martin?
Yep.
Okay, let me see. Hmm. Has Martin been on an adventure recently?
Um,
Oh, he did.
two adventures ago.
Yeah,
2 adventures ago.
he was a halfling. And
Yep.
let's see. Let's see. Let me check again. Nope, found him. All right. Let's see. After his last adventure, he lost some money. It looks like he lost.
One silver.
Yes, 1 silver.
But
That's
he
it.
should be still alive.
He is. He's at
Okay.
5.7 silver. Nothing else has changed.
Can I play as him?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
So Sora will play as Martin, halfling. Rue will play as her new character. We're still determining. And Alex same thing. And Ayubi will play as Erastus. Very good. So we're gonna return to creating the new characters. So the next step is to determine your class. Your class is your uh, character's responsibility or role to the party. It's your set of
Mm-hmm.
skills. 4 classes belong to the race of mankind, and 3 belong to the demi-humans that choose to fight alongside the human race. So the first 4 classes are the human classes. These include cleric, fighter, magic user, and thief. If you pick one of these classes, you're a human. The next 3 classes are the demi-human classes. They are their own class among adventurers. These are the dwarves, elves, and halflings. That's it. So, between those 7 classes, you will choose a class. Based on your scores, I will give you a recommendation. For Rue, because your character is somewhat strong and tough, I recommend you go to play either a fighter, the best fighting class in the game, or a dwarf, also very good at fighting, and can also be very good at exploring, especially the underground since they're from mountain halls and such.
I'll choose to be a fighter.
Sounds good. And then Alex, with your scores, I recommend with a high wisdom and high dexterity scores either cleric or thief.
High wisdom.
You have 12 wisdom and 12 dexterity, so I recommend cleric or thief.
Okay.
What is your choice?
The one you recommend.
Well, I recommend 2 different classes, so between the two of them, which one do you want?
I'll take the one class. Class one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay, cleric. Alright, next is your character's hit points. This is how hard they can get hit before they're dead. The average human has only 2 hit points in the world of D&D. The average fighter has around 4 hit points, and the average cleric at first level has around
How
3.
many points the fighter have?
Usually they have around 4, but we are going to use a dice to determine your hit points. The fighter has
Okay.
1 to 8 probability so of hit points. Yours is very tough, so you have a +1 bonus. So your fighter starts with 2 plus 1, 3 hit points. It might be because she is still quite young. You can interpret the dice roll however you might want to. But since she has low hit points at the start, it could just mean that it's because she is a young woman, right? So let's see, Alex, you're next. You have a cleric. Here is your hit points. You have a -1 penalty due to your low constitution. So 3 minus
Oh,
1 is 2. You have 2 hit points.
okay.
Alright, next is your character's starting money, which will determine your equipment. Very important to the world of D&D or adventuring. So equipment, let's see. Rue will start with 8 silvers worth of equipment. And Alex, your character will start with 13 pieces of silver. First, we're going to buy both of your characters a set of clothes. It's basic protection from the environment. Your clothes include usually 10 pounds worth of clothing. This means usually your boots, your trousers, your undergarments, your tunic, your gloves, your hood and cloak, your belt, and that's pretty much everything there is to normal clothes. Alright, next you'll need weapons to protect yourself with and to help you hunt monsters, treasures, and bounties. So, the first weapon I recommend is your missile weapon. You'll need to be able to hunt something down from a distance. This includes the
Mm-hmm.
cheapest one, it's a sling, or they can get some kind of bow. There's 3 types: short bow, crossbow, and longbow. So, Rue,
Right.
which kind of hunting weapon do you want? The sling or the
Cross
bows? Crossbow? Okay.
the bow. Yeah.
Or Alex wants a bow?
Wait. Is it
Okay.
me or her?
She wants a bow, but what would you like?
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat? About
hmm
earned what?
You can have either a sling, a short bow, a crossbow, or a longbow.
Wait. I don't know all of these like weapons. Is there like?
Oh,
Can you type them for me?
yeah, so I'll post it in roleplay.
Okay.
One moment.
I'm very new to this game, so you have to be patient with me.
Yep, no worries.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so your options are sling, shortbow, crossbow, or longbow. They're from cheapest to most
Wait. Let
expensive.
me slay. Yeah, just wait. I wanna see. I don't know them all, so I'm just gonna look them up.
hmm Alex, which kind of bow do you want? You said crossbow?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get you 7 corals, which is the ammunition for the crossbow. It costs 1 silver. Alright, so we've only spent, let's see,
I
5 of
want
yours.
a crossbow as well.
Okay, good choice. Alright, so after we purchased your crossbows, that was a total of 5 silver each. So Rue has only 3 silver left, and Alex has 8 silvers left. So next we need to get you a melee weapon to protect your character in close combat. With 3 silver, Rue, you can afford a spear, which is a very good melee weapon, very versatile. But you can get the cheaper one if you want. Or how much of your three
Is
silver?
there a sword?
The closest you can afford is the dagger early on. It costs 2 silver. The short sword costs 5. You only have
Okay,
3, so I recommend the dagger though.
dagger.
hmm
Yeah.
All right, there's a dagger on your belt. Alex, you have 8 silver left. Which melee weapon would you like?
Huh?
What kind of melee weapon do you want?
What do you recommend?
I recommend a spear early on. Very versatile
Okay,
for 3 silvers.
the spear.
Okay. Lastly, we'll need to get your character some equipment supplies. So, Rui, you don't have much money left. With your last silver, you can get a container if you want to help carry loot or equipment that you
Okay.
find. The only one you
Container.
can
Okay.
afford is a sack early on. Costs 1 silver.
Sack.
Yep, a sack. Carries up to 20 pounds. And then Alex, for equipment supplies, I also recommend it, but because you're a fighter or you're a cleric, you also need a holy symbol. Almost forgot. So that'll cost 2 of your silvers.
Okay.
Without this, you
All
can't do
right.
your job. So from um from 13, we spent a total of, let's see, 8, 10. So you have 3 silver left for equipment supplies. I recommend to get the container before you get anything else. So this could be a sack, a bag, or a pack.
The container.
Yeah, which one do you want?
Container.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
there's 3 types.
Two types. Oh,
Yeah, do you want a
bag.
sack? Oh, okay, a bag. Very well. Alright, so you've got 1 silver left then for additional equipment supplies. I would recommend, let's see, you can bring either a rope or a tool, or perhaps you want to bring some bandages. Any other ideas? Anything else you might want to afford your character? Alex?
Um.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Um. The bandages.
Okay. Alright, you're done. So, the last thing you guys need to know is your skills and your name. So, as a fighter, you have fighting skill, which means in combat, if you choose to attack, you attack at twice the rate. So, 2 attack rolls. One will have initiative against monsters of less than 2 attacks. And if you're a cleric, you have the ability to turn undead, right? To compel evil. So you'll raise your symbol against them, you'll pray to your god, and you will hope that the undead leave you alone, right? Or that you are protected from them. So that will cost you, um, or that will be your skill. Now you both will need to choose a name, and it will have to be a medieval name. Your medieval name will determine your character's culture.
I
Hmm.
I can't have a skill,
Oh,
or
you
both of
you
us
do.
have the same.
You have fighting skill. You're a fighter,
Oh, oh,
and
oh, okay.
mhm,
So the fighting. Okay, okay.
she has turn undead. She's a cleric.
Yeah.
All right. So for your
Wait, let me think about a name.
mhm, Alex, do you know what name you want?
I already know.
Okay. What is your choice?
Oh, me.
Hmm.
Alexander. Alexander.
Okay.
For me, Eres.
How do you spell it?
Eris. Eris.
All right. Very good. Thank you. All right. And then Sorag, do you have any preparations for Martin?
Just a rope and a hook.
A rope and a hook. Okay.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then I'm
Mhm.
gonna come back. Okay.
Sounds good. No worries. All right. Do you know how much it costs, Sorok, for the rope and the hook?
Rope should be 1, hook should be 2, if I'm right. I can check. Hold up.
Mhm.
Oh. Hook. Okay, it's 4 silver combined.
All right. And Yubi, do you have any preparation for Erastus?
Can I know how many silvers I have first?
Mhm. Based on my notes, he has 12 silvers.
And what do I have on? I'm sorry. Equipment wise, like everything.
Mhm. Clothing, holy symbol, a heavy gambeson, and a helmet, a shield, a morning star, a sack, a mail halberd, holy water, and a sling.
I have a sling, right?
Mhm.
Just
Do I have a horse?
Nope. No, you don't. Sorry.
Uh, so what do you need for a full horse? Like, is it possible? I don't think it's. What's the slowest horse that you can buy? I guess. like,
The
like a
cheapest
slowest
horse is
type
a
of
Rouncy.
horse.
And if you want it to be fully
Yeah.
equipped with saddlebag and tack and such, it should only
If
cost
it
you around
were to
9
be
silver.
equipped.
What was it?
9.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get that and then I'll get food. Like just
Mhm.
a day worth of food. No, not the things that cost more, not necessarily better from my experience in this game. Did you actually see the video I sent in discussion? The sling?
Uh, which one?
The dude that's swinging a sling.
Mm, I did not watch it yet.
It's a pretty short video, but that's how I
This
imagine
is why
doing like
slingshots were
damage with
so
a
feared
sling.
back in the day.
It sounds good.
Alright, I'll watch them. I've seen similar videos, yeah. I understand the sling is a very good weapon, that's why it's a very good weapon in our game. Let's see. Of course, if you were to shoot it like that, you would probably hurt your friends nearby.
Yeah, no, obviously you're not shooting it like that, but
one more questions. One more question. How many arrows do I have?
Do you remember if you fired any arrows or not?
I don't. I lost the paper with it.
Okay. You can assume you lost half then. So you should
Can I
have
buy
around.
also arrows?
Okay. Yeah. You have .70 left and 15 arrows.
Sounds good.
And then Erastus, looks like you have 2 silver left. If they're
2
buying
silvers
food and
left.
the horse and such. 30 pounds of food. Okay. Our adventurers Our campaign shall resume during early July of year 12. And this week in our party we have 4 adventurers. It's Alexander, the Acolyte, first level cleric. We also have Erastus, the Acolyte, first level cleric. Eris, the veteran, first level fighter. And Martin, halfling veteran, first level halfling. Okay, because we have less than 6 to 8, I will quickly add up to um, enough retainers into your party to bulk up your numbers. You can have retainers. They will be just like first level adventurers. They'll agree to join your party for free, or not exactly for free, but without negotiation. They will be promised a normal, or the normal share the retainers typically promise, which is a half share and a silver piece a day, and of course any accommodations that are required for the adventure. So they'll need an employer. So up to 2 of you, or just one, can hire up to 1 to 2 retainers or something like that, until we have at least 6 to 8. So who here would like basically a free retainer almost, right? They're not
Do
requiring a
you have
down
money,
payment.
Orestes? Do they retire require
No, these
the
ones will
down
not
payment?
because you have less than 6 to 8. And,
These are
actually,
normal
because
men, though,
they're
no?
not going to get a down payment, they're asking for because they won't get a down payment. They will ask for a full share actually. So a full share and or not the full share, but half share, but double the daily wage. So the daily wage will be 2 instead of 1, just so that you don't have to pay their full share, or their down payment. Okay, so
Do you
either
have
that or
4
yeah.
silver,
Mhm.
Orestes?
I only have 2 silvers.
I would say actually instead of 2 silver a day, it's gonna be you can also choose this deal. It's gonna be, if you can afford it, it will be a 10 silver down payment for most of them. Um, the down payment is just basically to cover the equipment cost. Um, you can also pay it after the adventure, but if you choose to pay it after the adventure, it will be double. So like if their equipment costs 6 silvers, then you'll pay them 12 after the adventure for the down payment instead. Or you can pay 6 right away. So that will be the deal. Um,
Or we can give them those 2 silver a day,
Back.
right?
welcome back.
And half share.
Yeah, so the
Thank
other
you.
idea is 2 silver a day and a half share.
What do you think,
And
Orestes?
you don't have to pay them daily. You pay them at the end of the adventure. So
Oh, I guess we can.
Do we go with a half share? I think.
the double shares to counter, or compensate them since they're not getting a down payment, right?
I
They will
guess.
be guaranteed 2 silver instead per day. All
I
right.
mean, I'm
It's up,
fine with either, I guess.
it's up to you. You choose.
Who wants a retainer? We can also stick to just
Party
adventurers.
wants retainers.
Right, Martin? Okay, so Martin wants one.
No, party.
Right, but someone has to manage them, so.
Oh,
It will be coming from the party share, of course, but someone needs to be in charge of leading the retainers, right?
so give me one and give a UB one.
Restless? Okay. The more experienced adventurers of this party, I suppose, will have one. This should bulk your rank up to 6, which is good. It's within the recommended amount.
And are you good with a half share and 2 silver a day? Orestes?
Wait, what?
If I got it right, we can either pay them their down payment after the adventure times 2, or we can give them half share and 2 silver a day.
How like a half share of the whatever we get?
Yep, so it's like 1 share.
Yeah, that's fine.
Plus, if you keep them alive, you can create a good friend in the game, right?
Will they be
Loyal
level
retainer.
1 adventurers if they
Yep.
survive?
They they will be level 1 at the start.
These are
Oh,
not
they're level
normal
1
men.
now?
Yes.
They are not normal men. That's why they want a half share and 2 silver
Mhm.
a day.
Oh.
That's why they're so expensive.
Okay, okay.
But it's to bulk up your rank since you have less than 6 to 8. So, not trying to set you guys up for failure. Always give you a fighting chance. The recommended amount. Let's see. One of them is a fighter with 16 strength.
God
The other
damn.
one is a the other one is a dwarf with 15 constitution. But the fighter has low constitution. His constitution is 5. So he had a
How much
-2
HP does the
penalty.
fighter have?
He only had 3. The dwarf on the other hand has 9 hit points.
I'll take the fighter, you take the dwarf.
Sure.
Right. The fighter's equipment originally cost 11 silvers. So typically he would have a down payment of 11 silvers. His equipment includes his clothes, his let's see, his heavy gambeson, and let's see, he also has a spear and a shield. The dwarf, on
What is
the
his
other
name?
hand, we don't know it yet. Sorry, I'm just randomly
Oh,
generating
okay.
them. The dwarf has 16 silvers worth of equipment, has clothes, and a shield. He also has a heavy gambeson, a spear, and he also has, let's see, 6 silvers. He will also have a short bow and arrows. And he has a, let's see, a bag and 10 torches. But no tinderbox, so hopefully one of you has a tinderbox. Do one of you have a tinderbox? Erastus or Martin?
What's up?
Do either of you have a
Nope.
tinderbox?
I don't.
Erastus, do you want to buy one? Or Martin?
Do you have a
Mhm.
tinderbox,
Um,
Orestes?
how much?
Erastus, I think
Wait,
you're the only one who can afford it.
how much is it?
It's 1 silver.
Sure.
You want to give it to the dwarf? He has the torches. Or do you want to hold on to it?
Yeah, yeah, we'll do that.
You hold on to it?
No, we'll give it to the dwarf.
Okay. Right. The fighter's name is Cadmos. It's Kadmos.
That was okay.
And the dwarf's name is Matador. Or, sorry, Matadir.
Matadir, like
Matadir.
Matader.
M-A-T-T, Yeah, Mattidir. Mattidir.
Okay.
So there's Mattidir and there's Cadmos.
Can you spell the fighter's name again?
Cadmos is Kadmos.
Thank you.
Okay, so now the party is prepared for the adventure. So since we're done with preparation, we're gonna take a small break, and then when you come back, we're gonna enter the second phase of the game, which is gameplay. We're gonna go adventuring. So please, everyone, take a small 5-minute break, stretch your legs, use the bathroom, grab your drinks, your pencil and paper. When you come back, we are going to play.
Sounds good.
Hello everyone, it has been roughly 5 minutes, so we're going to begin.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Right, so to begin I will describe to you uh, the world of Dungeons and Dragons that you're in, and for the new players, of course, describe to them what is going on in our campaign for Fame and Fortune. But you'll be joining an ongoing campaign for Fame and Fortune. It's been 12 years uh, of campaigning. So, this week we find adventurers setting out for an adventure from the village of, I think it's for this party, it's Slaveria. It's their base town. For those characters who are new, this is your hometown. For those who aren't, this might be your hometown, this might not be, right? Depends on how long your character has been around, and if you've traveled to different settlements in search of new adventures, right? So, from the village of Sliveria, there is a place called Fort Stonehold to the west. It is the ruin of an old mountain stronghold that was lost during war against a monster type called the orcs, right? Orc race. Pig-faced demi-humans, very nasty warmongers, bullies, brutes, and such, right? They would do anything possible to harm the realm of mankind. That stronghold was lost many years ago. Unfortunately, we did not lose exactly to the monsters, but we had to leave it because it was no longer uh, very economical or worth it to hold that position any longer. Right? They sealed it up and it was lost to time for some while until in the recent years a dragon rediscovered it and made it its lair. But that dragon has not been seen recently. So now that the entrance is reopened, adventurers have become bold and brave enough to venture into the depths below the stronghold in search of long forgotten and abandoned treasures that had belonged to mankind many years ago. This treasure can make you very, very rich and famous, right? Of course, there's the ever looming threat of a potential dragon in there, but it has not been encountered over the many years that have recently passed. So, uh, party members from this crew, in fact, have perhaps been there. Martin and the rest is, or at least have tried to get there. Um, so, you have some experienced adventurers who've been there, and you can ask them about it. Otherwise,
No, I
and
haven't.
they will
No,
tell
I
you about
haven't.
it.
That's a lie. No, I haven't.
Oh, Rastus has not been there, but Martin perhaps has, or at least has tried to get there once. Um, let's see. Other than that, rumor goes, of course, that there's a good chance you will be able to explore those the underground below the stronghold, the dungeon you seek, an underground stronghold that possesses traps and treasures and such that you can get rich and famous from if you are careful. You hunt monsters and treasures and bounties from it. But more importantly, on the way there, you've heard that there have been orc sightings, orc warbands, small ones roaming the western plains. And aside from that, the main way to enter the stronghold is not through the direct front. They say that there be a cavern behind the mountain stronghold. Through that cavern is a safer and easier way into the dungeon below it. So you have multiple ways to get there. The main way you're gonna get there though is you're gonna use a road. The old caravan road leads to the front of the stronghold, which was sealed, but that sealed stronghold has been reopened by, the rumored dragon in the region. So people are able to go back into the stronghold now. Tonight, you find your party discussing over food and drink at a local drinking establishment known as a tavern here in the village of Slaveria. Yes. So this evening, you'll decide on your course of adventure, exactly what you plan to do, your adventure goal, and your course of travel and such, and any other party organization you want to discuss. This is the time to do so. So this evening, seated around the table is a somewhat regular sized party of adventurers, right? Around the table, the first one we have is a robed figure. It's Alexander. She's an acolyte, soldier of God, right? Under her robes, she wears her symbol proudly, right? And perhaps her weapons, right? Slung over her shoulder is her spear, and at her belt is her uh, crossbow, right? And next to her is Erastus the Acolyte, another soldier of God or Allah, right? Erastus is better equipped than she is. He is more experienced um, and better off than she is. She is new. But Erastus, you can see, he is wearing quite a bit of armor, right? Unlike her. Let's see.
My daddy sponsored me.
Indeed, indeed. So you can see Erastus, he is wearing, besides his robes and such, a symbol around his neck, a heavy gambeson. He's got a helmet on his table, or next to his plate. He wears a shield, but the shield's on the floor at the moment. A morning star hangs from his belt. Over his heavy gambeson is a mail hauberk. At his belt there is a sling, a bag of stones, a vial of holy water, and you saw him on his way to our tavern. He was riding on a horse, right? The horse is at the stable at the moment. So that's Erastus, right? He is a fortunate one. Let's see, experienced, or at least a, yeah, he comes from a better house, House Yubi, so he's better off. And there's Iris, a new fighter as well. Um, Iris, the veteran of a new house in the region, right? Or first of her house to go adventuring, House Ru. Let's see. So Eris, right? Or Iris, Eris, she wears good
Eris.
clothes.
Yeah.
Eris, okay. She has her, tunic and hood and cloak and such. And under this is her dagger at her belt and, her crossbow at the bottom of her seat. And then also hanging from her belt is an empty sack folded up. And aside from her, there's also the last of the adventurers, at least, is Martin, right? So a small one. Unlike everyone else, he is only half the height of a human. He's a halfling, a hobbit, right? He sits in a chair and almost has to stand unless he has a tall stool, right? Instead. But
How
Martin's a
tall?
small man. He's about 3 feet tall, whereas you guys are around 5'6" on average, right? So Martin is quite short. He's a small one, and
Uh,
but he is wearing a decent amount of equipment under his large-sized armor for his body, which has been fitted to him. Um, Provides him better protection since it's more armor on him compared to if you were a human wearing it. But Martin is wearing, of course, his gambeson, which looks quite large on him, his helmet, which completely encases his head. Uh, Around his body, he wears a rope and a hook, his dagger and arrows and short bow and such. This makes him quite slow. In fact, he maybe only carries half as much as a normal man, right? Whereas a normal man carries around 160 pounds of equipment, he only can carry up to 80 pounds.
how
He's already
tall are
carrying.
halflings compared to goblins?
They're on the same size. Goblins are a little larger. Let's see.
Okay.
But the
The goblins
halfling
are
is,
larger than me?
yes, yes, definitely.
Oh, damn.
Maybe around 4 or 5 feet. They're on the size of a dwarf almost, but they're still small. So between your size and a dwarf's. All right. Some are the same size, some are not. Let's see. But that is Martin, and the two retainers of your crew. These are your servicemen. They are serving your parties as, you know, a fighter and a dwarf, right? So there's Cadmos, the veteran, wearing his heavy gambeson, hood and cloak and such. Slung over his shoulder is his spear and shield. And next to him is another retainer, is Metadir, a dwarf. Also wearing a heavy gambeson, shield, spear and such, but additionally he has a sharp bow on his belt with 10 arrows in the quiver. He has a bag of torches and a tinderbox too. So that is your party tonight. 6 of you sit around a wooden table at the tavern. There's like some candles burning right softly. There's your food and drinks. There's some music playing in the background, very slow um, evening music, right, to enjoy your meal with, right. But tonight you have a mission, right, or you have to plan what you want to do tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day you guys have decided to set out for your adventure. So what is the adventure goal? Anyone have an idea?
We can try heading to that dragon's dungeon, whatever.
Continue to
Mm-hmm.
Fort Stonehold or something else?
Stone Stronghold. Yes.
Okay. And how do you plan to
Yep.
get there? Do you want to use the usual route toward the main entrance? Do you want to use the usual route toward the back entrance or something else?
The main
Maybe.
entrance.
The main entrance. Yeah.
Alright, so directly toward the front. Okay.
Mhm.
Despite the rumors of an easier way in.
Yes.
Okay. And then
You
from there,
actually
do
want to
you
go
want,
like to the easier way. Did you say there's an easier way?
if you,
I wanna check out. I wanna check out something. If we get up the wall, there's a door on the left. I'd love to check it out.
okay,
We're
so we
not
have
even there
different
yet.
ideas. Some want to try the easier route.
Martin was there.
Martin has been there though, and he recommends to go through the main entrance.
Yeah, but like
Main.
we're
Okay,
not there
main.
yet. You're saying something we don't. I don't know. At least. I'm like,
No,
what are you
I'm
talking
I'm
about?
telling you that if we go, you may not be there, but I'm suggesting because I was there. So we go to the main entrance, climb up the wall. You're just gonna
Okay,
follow
main
me.
entrance.
Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You all trust Martin to take you to a main wall?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So at least
That's a bad idea.
Eris trusts Martin. Erastus is not certain. Alexander, do you have any say? Alright, Alexander
Alex,
is drunk or something.
again? Can I get her on a leash and push her as a meat shield?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Alright, so after some more talking and discussing, of course, you have decided that you're going to use the main entrance. Do you
Yes.
want to figure out a organization for your party, perhaps a marching order or party leader such as a mapper or a caller?
Rastas, you'll be mapping. My
Me?
Maybe
mapping skills
because
are
you're wearing
yeah. My
foil.
mapping skills are
I can't map either.
bad.
I'm new here, so I'm just gonna follow both of your leads. So yeah.
Eris, do
So
you
that
know you can you draw?
No, I can't draw.
Can you draw
I
a stickman?
Alexander can draw. Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
can
no, no, no,
draw
no.
that.
Okay, that's enough. Open Microsoft Paint, and you're gonna be drawing everything Econ says.
Oh no, like in this I can't draw anything, even that. I thought it was in my phone or something. No, no, no.
No, okay. Then I'll be probably doing both. And
So the
marching
caller
order.
Yeah.
is the main mapper, right? So caller typically is the best mapper of the party. Everyone else can be a mapper, right? So everyone else can draw their own map and share it with the caller, who will decide on the actual course of travel, right? Typically, color does not exactly mean you just sit there and look at a map, right? There's no reason to have someone do that.
Mm,
But the color is like the top of the mappers, right? The leader. So they will decide the actual course while the mapper is suggesting, right, based on their maps to correct the color in case he is busy looking at his own map or adding to it, correcting others and such, right? But anyone can be a mapper.
Erastus,
There can be
is
multiple
that like
mappers.
your name? Is that how I say your name?
Uh huh.
Erastus? Okay.
Uh huh.
So, which role are you gonna choose?
I'm gonna need the one that doesn't draw.
Then he does not have a leadership ability. Yeah, it's just going to be his do his job, which is a cleric.
I get half share.
That's a normal
I
share.
do my job as a good player, a good support, but I don't draw.
Moral
I'm
support.
like I've always been a bad person in freaking drawing class.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay, so your
Mm-hmm.
pointed
Good luck,
caller, Martin
Martin.
volunteers to lead you as your caller. As a caller, he can speak in terms of we, right? So if he says something like "we do this," you're gonna do it unless you speak up and say otherwise. And if you're a mapper, of course, you can share your maps with everyone else and help guide the caller to make a better decision, right?
What
If you
was like the first thing?
caller or mapper,
Okay, I'm gonna be the color.
so Martin volunteered to
Are
be the
you
caller.
are you sure you gonna? Are you sure we'll
Yeah,
survive? if you lead us.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, no.
But
Okay, I'm
I'll,
I'm a leader. I'm a leader. I'm a leader.
Nah, we gonna die.
So
We
the
gonna
the
die.
caller has to be the
yeah.
best mapper, right? If you're gonna be the caller, typically you need to be the best mapper. So
Oh, no, never mind.
I
Martin
can
is
I
the
can be. How like in the army there's a commander, right? He's like
yeah,
he's
yeah,
the
yeah. I
one.
know, I know.
He's
I
he
understand.
he takes the lead for the combat. He doesn't take the lead for the you know.
No, no.
you can
I
take the
Okay,
lead
want
for
to
so
everything.
take
so
you
so
to
so,
your
The
so
caller
death.
is
you're
like
frontline. I
the
see.
commander, and the mapper is like the officers, right? His second in charge,
Hmm.
and everyone else is doing their job. So
Okay, I'm just the soldier.
the rest is just falling in line.
Meat shield.
Yeah.
You can be the caller if you want, but typically it will mean need to be the best mapper, right?
I'll be the best mapper. It's just I'm not the best mapper. You can't tell me I can be. Well, you can't tell me I am the best. I can try to be the best mapper.
Well, yeah. It just means that we're gonna be following your map compared to everyone else. Mappers are just gonna suggest things to you, while you get to make the final decision. So, all right,
Well, if I'm gonna be the mapper, then I want this in European, like, metric.
sure. All right. So, your party is. Are you finished discussing tonight? Do we want to pass the evening, or do you have anything else you wish to discuss before we?
I just want to know how much AC do you have, Erastus?
I'm pretty tanky. Let me check.
Okay, that's good. So
Hmm?
marching order.
I have a AC of 2.
Yeah,
So I
you're
think how much would I need to be hit? I think a 16, 17.
3. If I'm right, it's 3. It's 8, 16 or 17.
I think no, it's 18. It's 18 for me to be able to get hit.
18. Okay.
I might be wrong. How much do I need to not be able to get hit, Ethan? Let me check.
What's your
With
armor
a 2
class?
AC?
You have armor class 2, so monster with one hit die needs a 17 to hit you.
Okay, 17.
Yeah, that's good. So I suggest we do um, Erastus and War first rank.
Hmm.
Second rank will be the fighter. Both
Why is the fighter second
Eris,
rank?
because they have low AC.
I'm the fighter as well, so
How much? Do you have spear?
I have dagger.
Oh
Do you have a
gosh.
spear?
She has a crossbow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, crossbow and yeah.
Then the second row will be uh our fighter.
Cadmos and Eris
Uh,
or
Eris
Martin.
will be third. Eris will be third rank.
Okay.
I'll be rank 0.
You mean first rank then?
No, I'm gonna be rank 0 because I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna be the scouting party.
Okay, so you're
No
just a
way there.
separate party.
Yep.
How far ahead do you plan to scout?
Around 60 feet.
This is just for the wilderness or the entire way?
In the wilderness, in dungeon, I'ma fall back to the second rank.
Okay. Alright. Alexander is going to be in third, or
Alexander's gonna be third. Yeah.
Alexander is still with us?
Alex.
And what about me? I'm like third as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're third.
Okay.
She's
Alright,
probably not here anymore.
let's disconnect her. She got too drunk last night. Did not wake up for the adventure in the morning.
We left her alone.
Yep.
It's quite disruptive. She does that every game almost. Joins, wastes our time, and then doesn't play.
Mhm.
Right. So, by the morning, your party is able to set out then on foot or on horseback if you have a mount, but you'll stay with the party's march naturally. The main party will be 60 feet behind a scout, a single scout, which is your caller. Um, that's not typically a good idea. If you're a caller and you're a scout, then it's gonna be hard for you to lead the party, right? So you'll need to.
Modesta said he wanted to be the caller.
Oh, right. So Modestus, you're the caller of the party, and Marty will scout ahead. Okay. The usual course of travel is to follow the old caravan road west into the plains and then into the hills or mountains in which Fort Stonehill can be found.
Yes, this
So
would be would love to do.
yeah.
Alright.
Probably.
Across the plains, this is considered wilderness still, so a day of travel or a few hours of travel through the wilderness. Every day there's still a chance of monsters to be encountered, and as you march, there's the rumored chance for, of course, an orc warband being sighted in the open plains. But it's summertime, it's currently early July, it's warm, the grass is nice and soft and tall. You march along the road, you can hear the insects this morning buzzing. A clear summer day out here in open grasslands for miles around. Okay,
So we march west, right?
yes. During your march toward the west, from at the distance of roughly a safe distance is about halfway through the plains. You're just a couple, maybe an hour into the march. You have made a sighting.
What type?
See if either side is surprised. Right. You see an encampment. Your party is not surprised. There is an encampment up ahead. It is roughly 140 meters west of your position. Okay? It's
And
along the
I
road.
assume
You see along the road, uh, there's a small encampment built along the road. All you
what
see
is
there
there
is
like a
like,
flag?
what you see is like just a few tents. That's it. You see that the tents, though, they're from this distance, they're damaged. Like they don't look like they're upright anymore. Some are like collapsed.
Is that on a hill?
No, it's just along the road, as if like some people were camping along the road, right?
And is there like any signs of fire? Can you see?
There's no fire. Just
How
a
from what? How
small
much
and
distance is
abandoned
that?
encampment. It looks like you don't see anyone walking around.
140.
You're at a safe distance of 140, so you can't see many details. You can just see
Is
like,
that 140 meters?
yep, 140 meters west of your position. You start to see the what looks like a small encampment. You just see these tents, right? If you get closer, you
Okay.
can see more details. But right now you're far.
I'd love to come back, report what I see, and suggest we try to avoid it.
Okay, that's good. So yeah, you were about 20 yards or 20 meters ahead of the party. So you were about the 120 meters when you saw it. You fell back,
Hmm.
of course, and you guys discussed maybe going around this encampment instead of walking through it.
Yeah, we should go around it. We should
Avoid
like
it.
avoid. Yeah, avoid it.
Yep.
Okay. So how would you like to go around? Do you want to make your way into the grasslands, go off road, and just kind of carefully make your way around it, or something else?
Yep.
Yeah, that seems like logical way to go around this.
Okay.
So I
So
guess
you plan to go
we
around
would
it.
head like northwards and then continue west
Mhm.
till we are past it, and then we can go back like
What
How
other
far
I
north
would
do you
suggest
plan
we
to
go.
march off road?
I would wait. I would suggest we go 100 yards back, then go 200 yards north, 400 yards west, 200 yards south, and then just continue west.
I guess we can back off a bit and then avoid it from a
Yeah.
further distance. Yeah, that works too.
Yep.
Okay, so you back off a safer distance before you make your way north for, you said, 300 yards, 900 feet?
let's say we go 100 yards towards east.
Okay, so 100 yards toward the east, 300 feet. Pretty safe
That's
distance.
that should be 240 yards. We go 240 yards north.
Okay, 240 yards north. That's roughly that's roughly 600, no, 720 feet, right? So uh, about almost less than a quarter of a mile north
Yep.
before you continue west, and then you would
Continue
continue
west
south.
for continue west for
Double that.
480 yards. Yep.
So you
And
mean
then
200
240
yards
south.
west or
No, 480 yards west.
40? Okay, 40. Yep, double that. So that's good. And then 40 yards west, you would have passed it, and then you would backtrack south to the road and continue along the road, I suppose.
Yep. And I make a mental note where the camp is.
I was about
Can
maybe only
we
an hour into the march.
when we avoid it, when we are past it, can we be cautious of behind us, I guess, if someone is following us?
Every now
I
and then you have
suggest
to observe your surroundings.
I would suggest Ares would be looking behind us.
Eris is rear guard,
Okay.
so she'll have first action in case she does see anything
Yeah.
from the back. Alright, Eris. During the march, the party has assigned you the role of rear guard, and every now and then, as the party marches ahead, you would stop and observe back the way you
Mm-hmm.
come. See if you see anything. And all you saw was just tall grasslands for miles around. Bugs,
What did he
birds,
say?
insects. Yep, you did not see anything crazy.
For now.
You're approaching the mountains. You're getting close now. And as you enter the valley, the road continues northwest through the mountains. Is that fine? It also continues
Yes.
along a river up ahead. You're
Uh,
entering the river valley.
I feel like northwest
Yeah, it's going
I'm sorry.
northwest.
is
What did we come across?
We're in the mountains now. The road continues northwest along a river.
the main road.
The old caravan road.
Yep.
Shall we
Let's
continue?
let's go that way. Yes.
Okay. As you march on, the mountains grow a bit quieter, a bit windier. And eventually, you have come across a sighting. In the mountains, you can see what appears to be uh, some large feathered beast resting on the mountainside. You're you're able to spot them from a safe distance. Um,
Th- Does this thing have wings?
or one side is surprised. They don't seem to notice you. You do not seem to notice them until you're at about 10 meters as you make your way through the valley, right? So they're pretty low to the ground. They're near the base of some mountains. As you like continue along the road, past some rocks along the mountainside, are these large birds, feathered birds. They're they're pretty large. They're roughly, I would say, these ones here are maybe like 10 feet. So, um, what was your question about these?
Like, can you explain them in detail, if possible?
Yeah, they look like they're these massive birds of prey, right? They uh, they seem to be maybe resting along the mountainside. You can see them just kind of like eating away at something along the mountain, and you realize that they're actually resting and eating away at what looks like a mountain goat, right? A large mountain goat. They're just kind of pecking away. The birds will kind of flock around or take off into the mountains again, but most will like stick around and just continue peeling away at the barely you know uh, remaining corpse. Right, there's little left. They're just continuing to pull away at it, pick up meat from it. But it's pretty low to the ground.
How do they look like?
I just described it. They look like giant
Uh,
birds.
like giant, like just pure giant birds. Like
Yes, like
nothing
birds of
special about
prey,
them.
like eagles, right? Massive
Oh,
eagles.
eagles. Okay.
But they're not eagles. They're monsters looking. You've never seen a bird this big before. They're almost prehistoric, right? Massive giant birds eating away at the mountain goat along the road. They're as large as a man if they're just standing upright.
Get back, get back. I start to fall
Can
back.
we can we like fall back and like just wait for them to finish what they're doing and like leave? Is that
Y-
possible?
You carefully start to fall back.
Yeah, just
You're at 30 feet
Yep.
carefully
from the
without.
closest one, who's cleaning its wing right now, and past it are the other ones feasting upon the mountain goat. But as you stare at it and start to make your way back, it kind of looks toward you. Right, it realizes you're there now. It just kind of watches you carefully. You back off. All right, you're 20 meters from its position now instead of 10.
Can we like back off to where it doesn't have
And Martin, are you
sighting on
still the
us?
scout, or are you with the party?
Yep, yep. I'm scout. I'm a
So
scout.
actually, the
Yeah.
party did not see this. They actually started walking toward Martin, and Martin would probably signal them to stop moving toward him. But Martin, you would have
No,
been the first one
I
to.
would say I would signal them to go back, like
So as soon as the party would not be able to see
turn
the
around.
mountain pass until they were roughly at least 30 feet from your position along the mountain road. So
Oh,
at 30 feet, right, your main party starts to approach you as you stop and observe these monsters, and you would like wave to them to fall back, right? And that's when Erastus would lead the party back the way you came. Martin, you would fall back and then report what you saw up ahead. The party would not see it; they would only have heard it. But Martin would be the only one to actually see the one monster that watched them carefully.
If we start to fall back.
All right, your party has fallen back along the road. You're 30 meters now. You want to keep going?
Yes.
All right. You're 40 meters along the road, southeast.
Go, 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 go,
50
go, go.
meters, 60 meters, continuing to
Still,
march.
still,
70 meters,
still.
80 meters,
Let's get at least 100.
90 meters. All right, you're at 100 meters now.
Uh, do I hear them approaching?
They did not seem to approach or follow you.
I think they were hawks, if I am correct from
Uh,
my information.
I suggest we uh
We can just like wait it out. Like every now and then go like you can go and scout ahead and see if they're still
no no no
there.
no 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 no. I suggest we go back and take a look at the camp. It might be more safe than this. It's huge. It's 10 feet. Man, I'm telling you, I'm not going near that shit. They look
Yeah.
dangerous. Um,
Very large birds of prey, gigantic.
did did I see when he was eating if they had a claw?
They had
If I
claws.
had to be they had claw. Okay, no, 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 no. It has claws. It's big. It's probably dangerous. It has two claws, probably. No, big thing. Not a good idea. I suggest we go back to that camp.
Again, those birds you saw were about man-sized, right?
Man sized.
Yeah, they were like as tall as a man if a man was standing.
Not that big
It's still
actually, but
huge.
yeah, but
I still
I don't know.
suggest we go back.
I still think that's like not that serious. I think if it's only man size, I thought they were much bigger.
Still, No, I don't want to go near
How
that.
many
Trust me.
was there approximately?
I saw two.
Here's what they kind of look like.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
just giant hawks.
are you
Let me-
sure you want to take that risk?
Yeah, we can take the risk. I mean, with no risk comes no reward, right?
How many did I see?
You just saw a couple of them, but you heard a lot more. It sounded like there were maybe a dozen of
I
them up
think,
on the mountain.
oh, a dozen. No, I thought just a
Oh,
couple. I don't think we should do that.
Yep.
if there was a
Thank
dozen,
you.
I thought there was like only three, four.
I suggest we go back to that camp and check it out.
Sure,
It's my
if that's
idea.
what you want.
There are other
Yeah,
ways
let's.
to get to your destination, but if you want to fall back and make your way toward the camp, you can do that.
Is there a way to go around it again? This mountain, around like the
Naturally, if you have a good
peripheral.
mapper with you mapping out the wilderness, they can perhaps figure out how to go around it and continue.
So we were heading northwest, I
The
believe.
road
West, no,
continues
wait,
northwest, indeed.
Yep. Along the
northwest.
road.
And if we were to go, if we're heading northwest, right?
The
So we're
river is
heading.
west of the road, though, so it's toward the southwest. It flows from the northwest to the southeast. It's along the river, but on the left-hand side. The mountains are on your right-hand side, so northeast of you, continuing northwest to southeast.
So it goes there, up, like, like, like a,
Oh, okay.
like this.
Yeah. Yep.
So the river goes like this, right? And that's
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The river flows northwest to southeast along the road. The road goes
northwest to
northwest to
southeast.
southeast. The
Okay, yeah.
river is left of the road, the mountains are right of the road.
So we would have to cross, like, go on the mountains and cross the, I guess, uh, north. Wait, north. So
So yeah, you could go
northeast.
north into the mountains to go around it. That's one way.
Yeah. That's actually what I wanted to say. I was getting confused by the river. Wherever it comes from here goes there. Oh yeah, we can go north, like around it. But we can like go
The
from a
first
further distance.
idea was was good as well.
Sorry.
So now we
We
have
could
three
go
ideas.
around the like southeast.
You're already going southeast along the road.
Oh, okay.
You can continue, it will take
I
you
thought
back
we were
into the
going
grasslands.
northwest.
You
Then we
were
were
going
we started to
northwest,
back off.
but you backed off and you went southeast.
And now we can
Yeah.
go like uh north. We can just head north.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how far north you want to go? You're 300 meters, or not 300 meters, 100 meters from your last position where you saw the monsters.
Let's go 400.
400 meters north.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's do
let's
that.
do that.
Your party marches 400 meters north into the mountains. So now you're leaving the road, and as soon as you step north, you're up against a mountain face. Do you want to climb over a mountain to continue north, or do you want to try to find a valley to go through?
Valley. Way safer.
You're in a major
Yeah,
river
probably
valley
a
right
valley.
now, which goes, along the road. So you're already in a valley naturally, and on the either side of the valley is mountainside, right? So the only way to continue
Mhm.
north typically is to either continue along the mountainside or search for a valley that leads you north, right?
Let's search for a valley.
That's yeah.
Do you want to go up road or down road to search for a valley?
Up road.
Down
Okay.
road.
Why?
Cause up road are those freaking beasts.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter either way because they can fly, but yeah, downward is safer.
All right. You go back. You continue southeast in search of a different valley to cross north. And as you continue, the mountainside. It continues along the river valley for the most part until you reach kind of near the end of the mountainside, uh,
Wait, which direction are we heading?
southeast. And
Southeast.
Okay.
when you finally get toward the plains, leaving the mountains, that's when you realize you can either, at that point, you can start to march along the mountains northward. But there's no like clear valley that leads you north. For the entire way, you're marching along the mountainsides. So there's no like pass through the mountains, pretty much.
I still suggest we go back to that camp and check it out.
So now that we are back at the grasslands, you can continue east along the road, or you can go north along the mountains and then west into the mountains.
This is too much mapping for my brain. I don't know how we're gonna go back. We continue. This is
We're the three-way, right? You can.
Kind of, yeah. You're on the road still. From here, you can go east through the plains, go northwest into the mountains. That's pretty much it.
Through what? The first one?
Or we can go southeast and then east to get back on the main road that goes to the village
You're there.
and check out that camp.
You're already at the
So
point
are we
where it
at the?
goes east. The main road
Oh,
goes
okay.
east to west, and then it goes northwest into the mountains, right?
And there's a trail along the river.
Yep, that's the same road. The road that goes northwest through the mountains is the one that goes along the river. You were just on it.
Okay.
Now
Yeah.
you're
Okay.
at
So
the change, right, where it's gonna go east into the
yeah.
grasslands.
So do we want to go check that camp?
sure. Since you are insist, we can go check that map or
I just
map
don't
the
wanna.
camp.
I don't wanna
It is
die
afternoon
that
now,
fast.
early afternoon.
Yeah, if we go back, check that camp, we should probably be able to get home safely. Like we wasted a lot of time. We'd have to spend the night in the wilderness.
No, we still
What
have
do
a
you, what do
good
you guys think?
amount of time. We can go back, check the camp, and then after we finish eating the camp, we can continue and see if those birds are gone.
We would have to spend the night in a city and a village.
Let's do
It's just
that.
gonna be night.
It's still early afternoon.
We departed at the morning, right? You can.
Yep. It
So
typically
we
takes
wasted.
you about 3 hours to get to the dungeon if you're not delayed.
So yeah, just till like afternoon or something. So
So it's like early afternoon. It would be like around 1 p.m.
Yep. You left around 8 a.m. in the morning.
There's still plenty of time if we can get this right.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
marched 1 hour, so we would have to march 2 more hours. Like if we would continue going to the dungeon,
What do you want to do?
we can go back to the camp, check it, and then go back and see. Like go continue on the road uh, northwest to see if they left those things.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back
Okay.
on the road, eastward.
Yep. Where's east?
All right. After a couple hours of marching along the road, you eventually come to the sighting of the small camp still there, just abandoned. You're at a safe distance. You can see that maybe half of them are collapsed, and the other half are barely standing. But it looks like an abandoned and raided camp along the road.
Can I
So
hide and check
can
it?
we
Can I hide and check it out?
wait? So the road goes eastwards now, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Martin, you're still scouting, or
And
Yes. Yes.
okay? So
Always.
Erastus and everyone else does not see this. You guys cannot interact.
and I so north the north of the camp and south of the camp, do we see any
Here it
places?
is. Here it is. Look. Look. Here are the
I know,
birds.
I know, I know, I know,
Here
I know.
we
I'm
were. We
asking,
were here. Yeah.
I'm
Look.
asking
We
something
were here.
different.
Okay, so Martin, because you're communicating with them as a scout, you have stopped moving, right? And you have rejoined your
Yep.
party to discuss mapping. Did you want to fall back to them, or did you want to let them come to you?
Go back to them. Go
Okay.
back to them.
So you would see them at 60 feet, you would halt them, and you would make your way back toward them, and you guys would start discussing your
And
maps.
can I? I'm not talking about map. I'm talking. I'm seeing. I'm trying to ask northwards and southwards of the camp. Is there anything suspicious in particular? Like like a place, I guess, or something that looks like where people could come out of easily, or ambush, some sort of that.
You're in the open grasslands, but I suppose you do so there's like a creek towards south, so going
A
from the
creek? Like
yeah
what's a creek?
small like water a small stream pretty much in the grasslands. There's some
And
water,
like
settled water.
it's deep. Like someone could like lay down on that and
Possibly. Just like the grass is like the grassland like descends down toward like a small body of water, right? Very narrow strip of water. It's more like a pond, but a narrow
and
strip.
what about northwards of the camp?
It's just open grass.
Okay, I guess we can go check that and be wary of the south.
I have a question. Can I hide and go check it out? Like, can I check? Can I move while I'm hiding?
If you're moving, you're moving right carefully. You're not hiding anymore though. Hiding, you have to stay behind cover. And you have to stop moving.
Okay. Okay. So I'll probably go check it out because I have the best chance of hiding. I can hide in wilderness. If anything goes wrong, I'll just scream like baby goat, and you guys can help me.
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay, so Ratus, Eris, and Retainer stay behind as Martin is sent ahead. Martin, how far ahead do you want to approach? Right now we're at a safe distance of roughly 100 meters.
I'll move up 50
Okay,
from
you
the
move
north.
50 meters closer.
Yeah, let's say I move 20 meters to the north and 50 feet towards east.
50 meters or 50 feet?
Meters.
Okay. Alright, so you did 20 meters north, 50 meters east.
Yep.
So you're north of their position for 20 feet or 20 meters, and then you're, of course, 50 meters closer. So you're roughly, at this angle, you're roughly maybe 70 meters from their
No,
position.
I meant I go. Oh yeah, makes sense. I'll move east another 30.
Not 30? Okay. Alright, you're a bit closer now, toward the east.
30 meters, right?
Yeah, 30 meters. Total of,
What
again, total
do I
of,
see any movement?
right now you see, from this distance, you're, at this point, 30 meters north and total of 20 meters west of their position, the camp. So that's roughly 50 meters northwest of them. Let's see. You're about 150 feet then, and half a football field, right? So you can see the encampment is along the road. There's a few tents north and a few tents south. Three of the tents are collapsed. Three of them are just kind of barely standing, as if they were cut open or just pushed open, right? There's
Hmm.
not much else you can see there. There you can see some birds circling the area. That's about it.
Are they like vultures?
There are just some crows, you think?
Gross. They're normal size of the bird.
Yeah, normal birds.
Okay, how far am I from the 50 meters or 50 feet?
50 meters northwest.
I'll move 20 feet southeast.
So 6 meters southeast.
Sorry, 20 meters southeast.
Okay, so you'll be 30 meters northwest of it.
Yep.
Alright. As
Still
you're
nothing.
scouting ahead, everyone else who remained a safe distance on the road, you saw them disappear north into the grasses. In the meantime, do you guys just want to wait and stand guard or something else? Or do you want to move up and follow him or something?
Uh,
We can't
I
see
wanna
him.
stay.
You cannot see him after he moves north into the grass.
I'm just gonna stay guarded and wait for him.
Alright, remaining on guard. And the rest is how about you?
We can't see him, so don't know if anything could happen to him.
Yep, he'll have to come back to report
Yeah,
or yell. But you're the
yeah. He
farthest
said
in
maybe
security.
but I don't think something happened to him. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll wait and trust, see what happens.
yeah.
Alright, so then back to Erastus. You're now, very close. You're about
I mean,
Erastus?
30
Martin.
yards northwest, 90 feet.
Me? I
Martin
think
or
you said the
Erastus?
wrong
Or not
name.
Erastus,
Martin.
sorry.
Yeah.
Martin. Martin.
Martin. Martin, you're 30 meters northwest of the camp now. What are you trying to do from here now?
I'll approach the nearest tent carefully.
Okay, at this point,
Cause
you carefully
you
start
said
marching.
you said they look like they're being
It looks
cut,
abandoned.
right?
Yeah, it looks everything looks abandoned here. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'll slowly, carefully approach.
there are about three tents north of the road, three tents south of the road, and half are collapsed. They're just like broken and flattened out, while the others are barely standing upright. So
Hmm.
you're approaching carefully. Um, you're coming into the view of it now, very close positioning. At 20 meters, you're able to see all the tents clearly, and there's a small fire that looks like it was there between each pair or each set of tents. So there's one fire pit north, one fire pit south. You can only see the north one, but you can assume there's one to the south because they look like small fire pits. They look long dead though. There's no smoke coming from them. They're smoldered and such. And
Okay.
with your approach, you can start to smell a rotting corpse, like an animal, dead animal up ahead.
Okay. So am I next to the closest tent?
No, not yet. You're 20 meters.
Yeah, I'll move another 10 meters.
Okay, you're 10 meters, 30 feet from one of the tents now. So
Anything changed?
from 30 feet now, you can see clearly one of the tents, right, that's collapsed. And past it, between two other tents, is a fire pit. And you can see along the road itself, there's a dead animal there. It looks like uh, it's not on the road, but it's off to the side of the road. It's like a dead uh, mule or donkey, right? It looks like it is on its side, and it's almost completely like rotted and eaten away at. There's like lots of bugs and insects coming out and birds around it, eating the insides, its belly open and such. But it looks like
Okay.
there's arrows in it, which might tell you how it was
Arrows.
killed. And then yeah, seated
Are those tents human-like, or they
they're
look
human tents. They're
different?
white.
Oh, human. Okay.
Yeah, they look like normal tents back in the village. So you don't see any other corpses, just the animals there, the fires, the tents, and that's pretty much everything so far.
Okay, I'll approach the nearest tent. That
Okay.
one's collapsed, right?
You want a collapsed one or an upright one?
The upright one.
Okay. So you carefully open the upright tent, and these tents are pretty large. They're about 10 feet by 10 feet. They're normal size, large tent. For good enough for maybe two, four people max. And you open up the one that's still standing, right? It's afternoon right now. You go inside and you see a group of monsters just resting in there. You open up the flap carefully. You see just like four monsters dozing off, sleeping against their weapons, just waiting inside a tent.
How many of those tents are still standing up?
You saw two more tents that are still standing up,
And there's how many monsters did I see?
and here you see four.
And how do they look like?
They're wearing furs. They have axes and spears.
Okay.
They look like pig-faced brutes.
Okay. I'll back out the same way I came and go report to my party.
You climb out of the tent or you close it and then you make your way out of the area back to the party. The monsters are sleeping during the day. Here you make your way through the glasslands and the party has waited for almost half an hour, just out there waiting along the road, not sure what's going on. Eventually you reappear, right, and join your party.
So I probably saw orcs. Martin already knows what orcs look like. Are they orcs?
Yeah, you encountered them
Okay.
before? Did
Yep.
Martin
I
fight them?
did.
Okay,
Yep.
then yeah, they look like what you
Uh,
encountered before.
so there are orcs, probably around 16, I'd say.
We
Okay,
can
that's a lot of orcs.
we can end one tent, like all of us, if we can gather on one tent and kill them all at once, and then we can fight the
And then
rest.
and then hold the choke point and fight the other tent. Yep.
What
Fight them
kind
as they
of
come in.
weapons both of you have?
I have a bow and arrow, but I
But
believe I have a dagger. I have a dagger. Yeah, I can slice one throat and then probably the other one as they're waking up.
Okay,
we can
I
get the
have a
fighters to do two
crossbow.
attacks on them.
Yeah, I have a crossbow and a dagger.
Yeah, you probably will use the dagger, and our other fighter will probably do the same.
Kadimir and Matt Deer both have spears. Or sorry, Cadamos and Matt Deer.
Yeah, but he can still stuck a spear in one of their throats as they're sleeping, and as they're waking up, he can still attack the other one.
Hmm.
How many
Mm,
like each of us are you gonna kill?
technically, we should be able to kill two. Two, four, six. We should be able to kill six. I saw how many? Six or eight?
But keep in mind, they're all in one tent, so to climb in without making noise with six people, impossible almost, right? They will wake up by then. Unless you're a thief.
How many did I see?
How many tents?
You saw about six tents total. Three of them were collapsed.
Oh, that's a lot.
No, only
Do you
three
want
tents.
us
How
like
many? How many did I see inside? Again, please. It was six, right?
yeah.
Something like that. You're not there anymore, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, 6, 12, 18, 12 orcs will be hard.
Yeah.
We still have a torch?
Matt
What we
Deer is
can
carrying
do,
I'm
torches.
sorry, I my internet lagged out for like the 5 minutes. What?
we what we can do
We were discussing
is
about like
light the
if we
torches
can kill them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and start burning those
Tents.
tents.
Okay, we are six, right, in the party?
5.
Five. We can have three people burn tents, and two people can hold out, I guess, or
People who will run or like trying to kill us or
Keep
something.
in mind, Matt Deer has a short bow. Cadmos doesn't have any other missile weapon. Uh, Eris has a crossbow.
And a dagger.
we're going we're going up close. We're not going with ranged.
No, my idea is I have two attacks, so I should be able to throw two torches.
Hmm.
You're
Technically, I
not a
can.
fighter.
I'm a halfling.
Do halflings get two attacks too?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
But to equip a
Alright.
weapon takes an
Fighters
action.
have two attacks.
And if you have two torches, but they have to be already equipped. So it takes an
Yep. I know.
action
I
to
know.
equip a torch, and attacking it's an action too. Does not mean that attack is two actions. It just means you attack twice.
Okay,
So
how
So
many attacks
if
do I have?
Eris has 2 attacks.
no,
Okay.
what we can do is let me go there. Uh, I can burn two. I can technically throw two torches if I have them in my
I
hands.
think at least two
Exactly.
people like should go, one to help out if anything happens,
Wait, 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 wait,
and
wait,
you
wait,
can.
wait, wait.
Okay.
Listen, I can throw two torches, and then I can
Mm-hmm.
hide.
I know what you
If
mean,
if
but
if the if the tent catches fire, they get if they want to get through, they would get fire damage
yeah, we can. Okay, so we
Before
can go
theoretically.
with
doing
you
that,
and high.
before
Can we
doing
go
that,
with you?
how
Can I
quickly?
speak?
Okay, go ahead.
We should go with you and hide, and you go light up the tents, and like if anything happens, we can like fight with you.
I have the highest chance of hiding.
Oh, okay, okay.
I have 90% chance of hiding. So if I throw those, they should be surprised. So I should have one more round to hide.
Okay.
How long do you think the
Because
tents would be would
that's what I
take
wanted
to
to ask.
start to burn like completely? You can.
Well, they are normal cloth tents, so you can imagine real life, right? You have a flaming torch, you throw it at the
That would be
tent.
fast.
Pretty fast,
That would
yeah.
be fast.
Not super fast unless it was oiled up or something, but decently fast. It'll catch fire and quickly start to burn, right? It's just made of cloth naturally. But in real life, there's
Like
still a decent amount of time for you to escape.
we can we can go close, right? Okay, this is actually the better plan. We can go close, and like the two tents you're gonna burn up, they're probably gonna wake up and start trying to run out. And as they run out, we can fire at them.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but there's still a third time that when they wake up, they start to scream like like a baby goat. So the third time would be they just wake up and run out.
Yeah, but
What we
till they
can
run
do
out.
is what we can do. I can wait for you guys to get inside of the 110. You guys start to kill those and I'll start burning those other two.
Yeah, that's like what I meant.
Oh, okay,
Just like
okay.
helping you. Yeah.
So this
Right,
is
so
how I would do it. I would throw the torches. I would throw the torches at the entrance so they catch fire from the entrance, and we should be good.
Okay, let's do it.
right, so everyone understands the plan, knows their action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So we're safe distance away still, but before we approach, perhaps you guys want to equip your weapons. Starting with
yeah.
Erastus, what do you want to equip?
Uh, I'm sorry, I only have
Melee.
melee weapons, I believe.
You're gonna go melee.
Yeah, I only have melee weapons, I think. So my Morning Star and Shield.
Okay, and Eris, what do you want to
My
equip?
crossbow and dagger.
Okay, so the crossbow can be equipped.
Crossbow
If you want to use the crossbow, you have to put the dagger away.
Oh,
And take
okay, it's the
advantage.
two-handed.
crossbow.
Okay, and then Martin.
I'll take two torches from the dwarf and I'll light them up.
Okay, you want to light them now or later?
I'll. They don't make much noise, right?
They do make a
When
lot
they're
of
burning.
noise.
Do they?
Open flame.
Oh,
Yep, torches are very loud in real life.
okay. Then Oh fuck.
Later is better.
Then that.
Light them up later.
Okay, let's.
But striking flint and steel to light them up still makes a lot of noise too.
Actually, you know what? Eris, you'll go with me and the fighter. Dwarf and
Yeah.
cleric will go together. Yeah, you both light my torches at the same time, and I throw it.
Okay.
So wait, actually we have only one flint and steel. Crap.
The torch can be lit at the
Uh,
same time if you hold them close together, right? One will light up
oh yeah.
and
Oh
burn
yeah. Okay.
the other
Okay.
torch.
Okay. So give the torch to or to Eris. Give the flint and steel to Eris.
Okay,
You'll
tinderbox
hold
given to
the
Eris.
yeah. You'll have the
Okay.
tinderbox. You'll light it up, and I throw them.
Mhm. Okay.
Our fighter will equip his spear,
Okay, Cadmos.
yep. And the main
Matlia.
marching order will he goes with a melee the dwarf, right?
Yep, do you want him to get his spear out or his crossbow out?
Dwarf has a spear?
Yep.
Oh damn. How much HP do you have, Erastus?
5.
Yeah, he takes a spear and the shield. And
They both have shield. You want them both to equip their shields?
uh yeah. Yeah.
Alright, Cadmos and Matlia are equipped. Martin's equipped. Eris is equipped. With tinderbox instead of crossbow. She can hang her crossbow around her neck, at their waist. Alright, the party marches toward the camp then. From the west or how do together?
From the west together and slowly and quietly if that's possible.
You want to stay on the road or off the road?
Let's go the same way I
Oh,
came.
Oh,
I
so
came
you want
from.
to go north first and then east
Yeah.
and then southeast. Okay.
Yes.
So you go north for about 20 meters. You go east for about 50 meters. Then you go southeast for the
Yeah.
remaining distance. Your starting the distance was 100 meters along the road west. So now you're approaching from the northwest, going southeast toward the camp, toward the north side of the camp, where you saw one tent and two collapsed tents. So you approach the tent. The party is now northwest of the tents now. They are close now. So at a close distance of roughly 10 meters from the tent, what do you want to do?
I'll send the dwarf fighter and arrest us inside of the nearest tent. Because there's only one on that side, not collapse, right?
Yeah, there's only one tent on the north side and two normal tents on the south side.
Yeah, so I'll send those three in the northern tent, and me and the fighter will. How far are the tents from each other?
Um, all tents on the north side are roughly 10 feet apart, and then the road is roughly 10 feet wide, and then toward the south. And both camps are roughly 10 meters from the road. Both camps are at least 30 feet from the road.
30, 40, 50 feet.
So the total space is like, so you got the road, let's say, let me get a map paper. Okay. So you have the road, it's about 10 feet wide. Going east to west.
Hmm.
Okay. Then
Yep.
either camp is roughly 30 feet from the road. You got like a tent here, and a tent here, and a tent here.
Which
And
ones are
that's
not collapsed on the south?
these two are collapsed. The further north ones, the one further south, closer to the road, is not collapsed. And then toward the
Okay.
south, on the other hand, you got a tent here. It's not collapsed. A tent here. It's not collapsed. And a tent here. It is collapsed. So the
Okay.
tents that are further out are collapsed, and the tents that are close to the road are standing up.
That's 30 feet if I'm standing on a road. Yeah, me and the fighter go on the road.
So you guys are mostly north west of their camp, right? So your party's like
Yeah.
here,
Hmm.
right? So you want the fighter and you to go toward the road?
Yes, and the other three will enter the one tent.
Which fighter is staying with you? Is gonna be
It's gonna be
Eris.
the Eris with a
Alright.
tinderbox.
You and Eris start to make your way south toward the road. In the meantime, the rest of the party is gonna wait for you, or they're gonna actually
No,
move while you're moving.
They're gonna
we're
move.
gonna move. We're gonna go get a
They
surprise attack on the one tent. All of us go in.
Yeah,
Alright. You don't
in
want
the
to wait for
moment they
them?
hear
No, we do
we
that. We do that simultaneously, I
let's do
guess.
let's do it that way that the moment we get on the road they're in front of the tent, if that's
Okay.
possible.
We're not gonna take the action yet until you guys are actually ready. Because if you guys talk while you're split up, you're yelling your plan, right?
Yeah.
That's your last, that's your warning, right? Because I don't want you guys to do that. That would be bad for you. So, like, if Erastus decided to take his action now while you're talking to him, you're like, wait, Erastus, wait, and he's like walking toward it, right? Too
Yeah.
late, right? You will lose. So, figure your plan out first, and then we'll take your action. Do we want to just
Oh,
do it while they're walking, or do you want to wait for them, right? Or something
So,
else?
Martin,
uh,
what should we do exactly?
So
what we're
we
gonna do is that you and me are gonna get on the road. The moment we gonna get to the
Hmm.
road will be the moment when they get in front of the tent, and when they hear us
Hmm.
strike the the tinderbox, they're gonna enter and start fighting.
Hmm.
And then they're gonna start fighting. We throw the torches and get inside of the tent. Actually, no, I don't think. Yeah,
Okay.
how are you
yeah,
gonna
No, no,
light
that's
I
how
the
we can.
think
torches?
it's the opposite. Wait. I think we should like light up the torches first, like burn them, and whoever comes out, we should kill them.
No, because when they come out, we have advantage when they're sleeping. The moment they enter, they're gonna be surprised. So we have one more round to kill. We have more chances
They're
to kill
not
them.
entering, bro.
What?
You are burning the tents. They're inside. You would just hold a
Yeah, but
choke point.
I'm talking about, yeah, but I'm talking about the one
It's only two. It's
on the
only
north and
three
south.
tents. That's no.
I'm gonna burn two, and you guys gonna clear out the one.
Yeah. And what tent are you gonna
Yeah,
get
Okay.
into?
yeah. You guys want to walk in, kill them. The
Yeah,
moment
that's what we're doing.
we light the torches and throw them.
Yeah, that was the whole plan
Okay.
from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, for the last time, we would like light up two like tents, and like the other, like the last tent, we would just kill them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so you all pick your first action. So to start off, Erastus, what is your first action?
I'm leading the two other members with me up to the front of the tent.
Okay, so do you want to go to the tent closest to you or the tent across?
Yeah,
Okay,
that tent, the one standing tent.
and
And
then
we're gonna approach it slowly. I'm actually on
carefully
a
and
round
slowly.
C, I believe. So I think I would say I left my round C like back up,
Okay,
like up the road back a bit.
yes, the safe distance away at
Yeah,
100 meters where you guys started. You left it there.
because I believe a horse would make a good like
Yeah,
noise.
you would have already made too much noise. Alright, and then the rest of the party, you were continuing south.
Yes, on the road.
Okay, so the party, Eris and Martin, you guys make it to the road.
Yes.
As you make it to the road back to Erastus, you have arrived at the tent. You carefully approached as they made their way to the
And
road. Did you want to wait for them to
did
get to the
they?
road first, or did you want to
Yeah, I'm
take action?
waiting. I'm waiting. I'm actually gonna wait till I see them across the road. Actually, see them like getting close to the tents, and then I'm gonna go in.
So, Martin, did you want to continue south past the road, or you want to stay on the
No,
road?
no, no, no. I'll stand on the road
Okay,
and signal with my hand uh for them to wait. Like,
okay,
wait, wait.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
okay. And then, Martin, what's your next action?
I will let uh this is a new round, right? Everybody
Yep.
can make an action. I will let Eris to light the torches.
Okay, and Eris, what's your action for this
Okay.
next round?
I will light up the torches.
Okay,
Should I make like another action or just one action?
one action per round. Yeah.
Okay.
So Simu there in your party move here. The next round, you got the flint and steel. Start to strike it. Martin holds the torches together, and while they're doing that, uh, the rest of your party just waits.
No, we as soon as we see them striking that
Mhm.
we open the tent and go in fast to get a surprise attack on the
Okay.
monsters. We all attack a monster each.
All right. So you open the tent. We're gonna see if any of them are awake. There was a uh, two and
They
six
were
chance.
sleeping.
They were right,
Like
but
they.
we just approached with three men wearing armor,
Oh, okay.
like mail halberd and such. So they're not moving very. They're moving slowly, but if they're still making noise, so there's still a chance for them to wake up.
Hmm.
So 2 and 6 chance for them to wake up, or for them not to wake up. Yeah, 2 and 6 chance that they remain surprised and asleep. Awake, sleeping, awake, awake. As you open a tent, or three of them are just waking up. Right, they're like waking up, grabbing at their weapons, and you walk in there and you start attacking them immediately, while one is still asleep. Naturally, you would have the same chance, right? So if monsters in armor approached your tent while you were sleeping, there would be a same chance for you to wake up to them, right? If they're wearing armor. Otherwise, you would just die in your sleep. Um, but the monsters are wary of you. As you open it up, they can hear you, right? They have reached for the weapons this round, but as you attack them, but they're on the floor, right? They're all grabbing their weapons. You have the advantage here. Your attack will be at the +2 bonus as they're trying to prepare for combat, right? They are surprised. So you walk in there. They not really take an action against you yet. They have to prepare still. Erastus, your attack roll. We shall roll it. Let's see. Says as they are lighting torches, you immediately open that tent and begin the attack. Your first roll is a 10 to hit with a +2
Plus two.
bonus, 12 to hit. What's your strength?
It's average.
Okay, so your first attempt is a miss against your foe. So one of them in there is wearing hides, right? You stab and he grabs the end of your spear or he grabs at your arm and kind of pushes you out, right? And then as you're being pushed out and he's up against you, there's a total of four of them in here. Um, the fighter Cadmus was able to stab twice. His first attack is 11 plus 2 from his strength plus 2 from the bonus is 15 total. His first attack is a hit. His damage against one of them is a 4 plus 2 from strength, 6 damage. Let's see. His first attack is a killing blow. So the one that you
Nice.
swung at with your Morning Star that was grabbing at you to defend himself, he gets stabbed in the gut by Cadmus, and Cadmus kills him. Okay? As that one dies, Cadmus stabbed the second one. He was very fast. 18. So before you knew it, Cadmus already killed up to maybe two of them. Let's see. His second attack was 6 damage against another normal-sized monster. He got 2 kills within 10 seconds. Right? He would stab one that was on you, then quickly stab another one in the face. So he has already 2 kills. Alright, and the dwarf Matadir also had 2 attacks. First attack also hits damage with his spear. 6 damage. No bonus.
Damn.
Kill. His
Damn.
second attack is 14 plus
Damn.
2, 16. 3 damage. Kill. That one's the smallest. In 10 seconds of
Damn.
combat, as soon as you open the tents and they're all starting to wake up, one was actually still sleeping. That was the one that Metadir finished, the last one, right? As you finish off 3, the last one starts to wake up. Before he knows it, there's a spear in his chest, and Metadir just crushes him dead.
Damn. Okay.
3 heavy footmen march into the tent, just slaughter the monsters within. As they slaughter these ones toward the north, the party toward the south was lighting a torch. There's only a 2 in 6 chance that you will light the torch in 10 seconds. Otherwise, it'll
Oh,
take a little longer. Alright, the first try was success. She strikes it once with the fire steel for 10 seconds, right? And she gets it lit. Both torches are burning. And the next round you can throw it. So the round 3, after the torch is lit, you begin to throw them toward the south, yeah, or something else, or do you
Yep,
want to just
yep.
carry them
I
toward
began
tents?
throwing them to the south,
You're at
like
30
next to
feet.
it,
Do you
like
want to
to
get
the
closer
entrance.
before you throw, or do you want to? You're kind of far.
Is
Yeah, yeah.
is 30 feet far?
Yeah, it's far to throw a weapon like
Okay,
this.
then I'll go up another 20 feet and I'll leave
That'll be
the
close then.
fighter back.
Yeah. So you run 20 feet toward a tent with the torches. As you're running toward the tents with the torches, um, Eris, what do you want to do?
Throw the torches.
Oh, you don't have them. You want to go with him though?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Right.
Yes, you can help guard him, protect him. Eris
Yes.
follows you. At that point, you can, as you're running after him, you can drop the tinderbox to the ground, and start to pull at your crossbow at your side. It's hanging
Okay, okay.
around you with a belt or a sling. All right, so you're
Yeah.
grabbing at your crossbow. The tinderbox falls to the dirt road. You can get it later. And as you guys are running toward the tents with the flaming torches and the crossbow, back to Eris's party. Is your man finished killing the monsters in here? 4 of which were wounded, and let's see how many died. Okay, about one of them died outright, while the other ones slowly die from their wounds. Um, you can finish them now, or you can just make your way out toward the rest of the combat.
They're dying. Like there's no way of them surviving, right?
Pretty much, they're like wounded. They made their death saving throw, and they have a lethal wound on them, right? Which will kill them unless their wound is tended to.
How long would it take for them to die? Like approximately?
Maybe a minute. You can spend a round to just finish them off, but usually it's how it
Okay,
goes.
no,
Like just like if you
no,
got
we're gonna
wounded.
go out. It's now not wasting time. We're gonna go out and support the
The
other
other
party.
team. Okay, you step out the tent and rush toward the south.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So during this round, we managed to get toward the tent and then throw the torches at the tents. Let's see if any of these monsters come out of the tents. Um, some noise was made toward the north, some noise was made on the road, so there's still a chance that they can start to wake up. 2 in 6 chance they remain asleep. So at this point. Alright, you can see 2 monsters in there making noise. You cannot see them coming out yet, they just woke up. And here, same thing. They're disturbed, right? They're starting to wake up. You ran toward the tents. They don't know you're there. You throw your torches. 2 attacks. First one, you throw it at this tent. Second one, you throw at that tent. Both torches hit naturally. It's not a moving target. It does not defend itself. But you just need to be within range to throw it. So you throw it at both the tents. The torches hit the tents, and the tents will start to burn, right? So it will take a few rounds for it to completely
Yeah, and
burn.
I yeah, but I threw the torches to the entrances.
Okay.
So like that's where it starts. Will it start to burn first?
All right. So yeah.
So it's already on. It's already caught fire, or
No, it just landed there. So the torch lands against the tent. Torch starts to lick the tent, right? But it won't be done burning until I would say 1 to 6 rounds on average, 30 seconds for the tent to be fully on fire and burning, right? For the flame to spread. So
yeah, but I mean only the entrance. I mean only the entrance.
I mean, you
I don't mean
cannot
fully on
isolate the
fire at the time,
fire.
but I mean only the entrance.
You cannot choose where the fire
Yeah,
spreads,
but
right?
that's where it should be like
You
it
can choose
landed
where it
like
starts, but you cannot
straight at
choose
the
where it ends.
entrance.
Because
Yeah,
if it touches
yeah, I wanted to
any
start the
part of the
entrance.
tent, it will start to spread throughout the whole tent. It's fire, right?
Yeah,
It will not sit at the entrance. The torch can be thrown at the entrance like you already did, but in a couple rounds, the whole tent will be burning, right? Okay.
but
So
so the entrance is already burning,
no, it's not.
right?
It just
No.
landed
Oh,
there,
okay.
so it's gonna
Okay.
take. You have to wait next round for the fire to spread, right?
Okay.
It's not like extremely flammable where it will burn right away. Otherwise, no one will want to sleep in it, right? Most tents in medieval times
Okay.
was coated with a certain material like clay, wet clay or something to help it be fire resistant, right? Not burn outright. Otherwise, yeah, it
Okay.
would be very
Yep.
dangerous
Okay.
to sleep in a tent. So wait some time for the heat to spread, to rise, the temperature to rise, and then the flame will spread throughout the tent.
Mhm. Okay,
But
sounds good.
the torches just landed at the entrances of either tent, and for this tent here, it will take 6 rounds to be completely engulfed in flames. So that means the flame is not very strong against that tent. Might be a little further away than to the entrance. The other one will burn
And
in
what
four
about the other one?
rounds. So it'll be completely
Okay.
burning in 4 rounds. After 30 seconds, half of it will be burned. After 20 seconds, half of this one will be burned naturally. So
Okay.
the torches just landed this round. As they land at the entrance of either tent, the monsters this round were grabbing their weapons. In the next round, they will start to climb out naturally. So tents will scare them. It's a fear tactic. In real life, there's a lot of battles like this. And in real life, if an enemy torch was thrown at your tent, you would not sit inside, right? You will have time to escape, unless you were still asleep, right, or something, or you were stuck. But the monsters immediately in the next round start to come out. And the party to the north this round made their way south. And how far south did you guys want to run? You can run up to your encounter movement, which together I would say is around 30, 20 feet. With the Rastus, probably just 20 feet. So you can be around north of the road for
I'm not
20 feet.
heavy. I'm medium.
Medium, right? So it's 20 feet encounter movement.
Okay, okay, okay.
So you can only move 20 feet.
Like close, like as close as possible to the party, to where we can see them coming off the choke point, to where we can start milling,
All right. Well,
like
you only can move 20 feet.
attacking.
Your starting distance is 40 feet. So you're 20 feet from the road. You're 20 feet north of the road. So you ran 20 feet not last
As
round,
close as possible, I guess. As close as we can
as
get
far
in
as you
this
could,
round.
which is 20 feet. Yeah, I already told you. You cannot get all the way here in one round. Yeah, it takes
Yeah,
you
no.
multiple. Okay.
But till we get to the road,
Yep, you're
is
running
it
toward the road.
possible?
In one round,
Okay,
you only got 20 feet closer.
okay.
All right,
That's, I guess,
because we
bad. Yeah.
exited the tent, and then we went to go. So southward.
Don't they get
So
more
you're
out
roughly
check
30 to 20 feet.
when the tent starts burning? Because that would scare the shit out of me.
You have to run away, right? So they will run out of the tent. So this next round, um, if half the members are killed from it, then typically yes. But otherwise, they're ready to defend themselves.
Oh,
So
okay,
they,
okay, yeah.
just
So
like
that's
in
how
real
it
life,
works.
right? If people are dying around you as soon as you go to your tent, like burning on fire, then you'll probably be scared, right? But they run out their tent with their weapons in hand in the next round, and now we're gonna, as they're running out of their tents, and you're watching them carefully. Uh, what is your next action? So you can see like starting with Erastus, do you want to keep running toward the road or something else?
Yeah, keep running towards the
All right, your
party.
men are with you. You keep running toward the road. You should be at the road by the end of this round, or at least very close. And the rest of the party, you were roughly 10 feet from the western tent, about 30, 20 feet from the eastern tent. So from this position, uh, as they come out, did you want to equip your missile weapons, or did you want to do something different?
Retreat, retreat,
Fall
retreat.
back. Okay, so
Yes.
how
How
about you,
many feet
Eris?
can we fall back?
Do you know your encumbrance? You're probably heavy since you're halfling.
Um,
Yeah, you are heavy.
20, 10, 20. Yeah, I'm heavy.
Yep. Okay, so as a heavy halfling, um, because at 40 pounds of gear, you're heavy. So, and 80 is your
Yeah.
max. So, that means you can only move 10 feet north per round in 10 seconds. So this round you can run 10 feet
I'll
north.
I'll hide. I'll try to hide.
Immediately just hide in the grass. That's a better idea,
Yep.
probably. Okay, Ares, do you want to run north or do you want to hide with him?
I'm gonna hide with him.
Okay, you guys get down in the grasses, try to hide as the monsters climb out of the tents. So this round, what happens is the monsters walk out of the tents, right? Like rush out the tents with a torch at the burning the start of, or the opening of their tent. They just kind of kick through and run past it, right? Um, naturally, you won't burn from that like in real life. You just quickly push through it. Fire only hurts you if you stand in it for a long time, or if the heat is intense and explosive naturally. But it's just starting, right? Like a normal fire. So they just easily kick it open, and if they stay there long enough, they will die naturally. But they don't just sit there and die naturally. They step out of their tent with their weapons, look for you, or look for their attackers to kill. So you see about two of them exit from the western tent, and three of them exit from the eastern tent. As they exit their tents, we see you guys get down, try to get prone and hide from them. And these ones continue to run south toward the road. As they're running south toward the road, they have their spears and shields in hands, Morningstar and shields. The monsters will meet you halfway. They just got out their tent, so they had to spend one round to see where their targets are. They cannot just automatically know, right? So here's some markers to represent the monsters' positions. Alright, so for this round, they just got out their tents. Next round, they'll start to move. The next round, this party here is just hiding still. Unless the monsters actively search for you, they won't be able to really find you. You guys get down on the grass, just lay low for a bit. As the monsters come out, scan the area, and immediately see their targets approaching, right? So these guys last round got very close to the road. This round, they will be on the road if they continue on the road. And they can meet the monsters halfway. The monsters are running toward you from their tents. So you want to press forward or something else?
Wait
Erastus.
for them.
Oh,
Wait
You're
for
not on the
them
road
to
yet. You're
approach.
very close. You want to stay off the road, or do you want to keep moving onto the road?
Like reach the road and wait for them to approach.
Okay, wait on the road. So you continue toward the road, and you let them come to you, and they move at the rate of roughly, I think it's 90 feet. Let me double check. So 30 feet per round. So let's see. Oh, right. They can move
Can I? Is it
at 40
possible
feet per
as we
round.
run? Is it possible as we run to tell the two retainers with me to take a defense formation, like ready for them to crash on
As
us?
you
Is that
run toward
possible?
the road, you're like, all right, shield wall, right? Tell them, you want that? You want them to defend?
wait.
Yeah,
If
Alright,
they do
basically.
if they do she wall, they can't attack, right?
they cannot. That would not be an attack. That would be a defend.
Well, no. Well, okay. Maybe I
Alright,
formed
so
that
they're in a shield
sentence.
wall,
I
and
formed
then
that sentence wrong. My bad. I meant like have them their shield out. I'm sorry.
they already had it out. By the time you got to the
Okay.
road, you cannot change your move anymore, right? You had 10 seconds. Once
Well,
you
no.
say it, you're out of say.
I kind of sentenced it wrong. I guess
You said
it,
defend,
it
right? Defend yourself. Shield wall. Alright, you can change it next
might
round,
have a
but
wall.
you already said
Okay.
it.
Well,
And
okay.
if you
That's
keep
fine.
talking,
That's
it will be
fine
your
too.
next round figuring things out,
That's
right?
fine. That's
Because you only
fine.
have
Okay.
10. The monsters do not watch you and figure out what move to make, right? While you're saying that, they have already approached, and they're coming toward you, and you have the shield wall raised, and the monsters have their spears and axes. And the next round, you can tell them to attack instead of shield wall. So the monsters are continuing toward you. They have not made it yet. They only can move 40 feet, so they were able to leave their tent and basically just get onto the road. This next round, they're gonna move to attack. And as they move to attack, what's your next move? Do you want to continue to hold the shield wall or something else?
No, 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 no. We're gonna attack. We're gonna get ready for them. Like to come.
All right.
We're gonna attack
Then what do
too.
you say? You say, all right, attack now, or something else.
Yeah, like get ready to attack. Like
All right.
pull out your weapons.
Okay. So at that point, they lower their shields and they begin to swing back the monsters. Monsters are engaging us in hand-to-hand combat.
I'd love to equip my short bow.
While you're hiding, you start to equip your short bow. So you're making some movement, and then as you're equipping your short bow, Eris, do you want to equip your crossbow?
What did he say?
He's equipping his
You
short
want your
bow while he's
crossbow?
hiding. So do you wanna equip your bow as well, or something else, or do you wanna just stay hiding?
I really didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
What do you want your action to be?
I
I'm equipping
want
my short
to.
bow.
So what do you want to do, Eris? Sorry, I cannot hear you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking because I don't know what to do.
Okay, so you
Crossbow.
can think about it. All right, as the combat continues, as Martin's equipping his bow, as Eris is thinking and hiding, as the monsters
Just
engage.
I'm gonna equip my crossbow as well.
Okay, next round for sure. Um, let's see. The melee starts, and let's see who has the initiative. So it's 5 versus 3 right now. Okay. This is the party initiative. It's 2. Monster initiative is 3. Okay. So what ends up happening is
Since I'm a halfling, only I get the initiative bonus, or everybody?
this round you're
Well,
equipping your bow. You're not attacking.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you don't really have initiative yet. Alright. So for the melee though, which is the start here, we're gonna roll to see if any of the monsters hit then. So they move down with their spears and such, but we have fighters with us who override initiative because they have 2 attacks. So their first attack will have initiative, the second will not. So as they close distance, Cadmos was able to spear at one of the monsters from a distance. It was an 8 plus his bonuses of plus 2 from strength, 10 is a miss. Matt Deer scores a nat 1. In the first attempt to drive the enemy force back, they fail. The enemies close the distance and begin to fight back. 5 attacks coming our way. Against our party, um, let's see. Erasmus, you're near the front because you're leading. I'll let you pick how many you want
sure.
on you. You can have up
I
to
guess
3 max on your character.
I'll take 2.
2? Okay, so if you take 2, 1 will be on, or 2 will be on Kedmos, 2 and 1 will be on Matt Deer. So 2 on you, the monster in broad daylight, so that you can realize they're having a hard time seeing as they approach. Starting with Erastus, miss and a miss. And then against Cadmos, miss and a miss. And against Matt Deer, 13 minus 1, 12. What's armor class miss? Alright. With their bad vision out here in the daylight and our good defense, their weapons are not able to breach our armor or defenses yet. So we hold the line, we block all attacks, we dodge all attacks. And now here comes the counter. Starting with Erastus swinging his Morning Star. 13 to hit against these monsters. That's a hit against one of them at least. Let's see. The monsters are currently mostly carrying, these ones are, yeah, carrying their shields and spears actually, so they have armor class of they have armor class, I think it's 5. Let me double check. The monsters have armor class 6, but if they have the shield out, it's armor class 5. So armor class 5, 13 plus 5 is 18, so it's not a hit. They all have a shield out. So he missed by 1 point. And then here comes Cadmos. 19 as a hit. Cadmos deals 4 damage to his foe.
With his
Okay.
bonuses?
With bonus is a kill, 6 damage. He
Okay.
almost did not get the kill. Alright. But because he is strong,
So
he got the kill.
that's now there's 4 left, right?
No, that's 4 indeed. Yep. They are just one party now. Engaging yours. Here's Matt Deer's attack. 17 hit. Damage is 5 damage, no bonus. Against the strong one. That one's still standing. Okay. But you got a good hit in that one. Next round, we'll start with we'll start with Martin. At this point, you want to get up and shoot.
Yep.
Okay, you get up and shoot from the rear, and then this round, as you're getting up to shoot from the rear, Eris, you can equip your crossbow this round, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so she equips her crossbow, you're shooting, and then the melee continues. Erastus or something else?
Yeah, melee. We are melee.
Okay, back into the melee. The heat of hand-to-hand combat. Party initiative is 3, monster initiative is 2. We have it this time. Fighter Cadmos attacks first with his spear, scoring a 16 against his foe, scoring a hit, dealing. He goes for the wounded one, finishes it off with a total of 8 damage. Like a devastating blow. Very
Damn.
good spear attack. His next is Matt Deer. His first attack is a 3, missed. Now we're going to the normal initiative, starting with Erastus. Morning Star, 12 to hit, is a miss. And then Cadmos' second attack It's a 3. It's a miss. And Matt Deer's second attack. It's a 14. It's barely a hit. He lands 2 damage against his foe, who is still standing but barely. Alright, we're almost there.
Don't I
There's
get
only
my
3 left.
don't I get my first shot now?
During missile phase, we're in melee.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
They get the attack now.
let's see. Yep, here comes their text in the melee phase. Okay. Miss. There's only 3 left, so only 3 attacks. 16 against Cadmos is a hit.
I thought I was taking 2 hits.
At this
Or
point,
was
no,
it?
not
Or
anymore. It's spread
oh,
out now.
okay.
The
Okay,
ones that you
okay,
were going
yeah.
up against, they're like, one is
I
dead.
forgot. I forgot that some died. Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's like 1 on Cadmos, 1 on you, 1 on them. So at first we got to pick who got to attack us, but now it's different. They spread their attacks out.
Yeah, yeah.
Cadmos take 2 damage. He only had 3 HP. He's about to die, right?
He's gonna be okay.
If we can kill him fast enough, otherwise Cadmos will die and we'll lose a very good fighter. Let's see. This last attacker goes for Matt Deer. Scoring a 17 is a hit, dealing 6 damage to Matt Deer, who is a very strong dwarf but takes up to 6 damage, was enough to kill 3 normal men.
Damn.
So you might lose a very good dwarf as well. These are lucky rolls. So let's see. The both fighters are very badly wounded now. Okay. Next is missile phase, starting with the halfling firing 2 rounds. 2 arrows
I'll shoot
subtract.
both against the fighter. The one that's going against the fighter.
Okay, Cadmos.
Mhm.
Alright, try to save him first. Alright. There we go. We are firing.
Is there
The enemy's
is there
back is to
bonuses?
you. What was that?
There is bonuses to shooting him on the back, right?
The shield does
Eventually.
not protect them anymore. Yeah.
And
Alright, that's it.
yeah.
If they're retreating, it's a +2. And if you're a thief, it's a +4. So. Alright. But in the hand-to-hand combat, well, our other bonus is that, firing from this position, we're not going to shoot our friends. Right? So. It's a crossfire. We got melee here, and friendlies shooting from behind the enemy. Okay. So. Here's your 2 attacks. First one going for the one against Cadmos. Scores a 3. It's a miss. A close range bonus, halfling bonus, still a miss. Second attack. So not 1. Alright.
Oh,
Bonus
shit.
attacks miss the target. Go maybe toward Cadmos. Hopefully not. Or it shouldn't. Right? He won't be in the line of
shouldn't.
Yeah,
fire.
it's
So
not. It's
unless
not
it's like
going.
this, then he might be in the line of fire. Right?
No,
If
no,
like
no,
he's
Yep.
no.
directly, past the arrow. Right? But no, he's not. So it's good, because you're firing from the southwest, and they are north. So if they are
Mhm.
northeast, then he would be line of fire. But that's not the
Isn't
case.
Yep.
Sheriff a fighter? Can't they do 2 actions in one round
They do
as
not
a
get 2
fighting
actions, but
in the
they choose to
combat?
attack. They attack it twice a rate. No one ever gets 2 actions.
Oh, okay.
All right. Having 2 attacks is not the same as having 2 actions. All right. As he
Can
shot his
I?
arrows, of course the fighter, um, Ares equipped her crossbow, and next round she can fire. Crossbow is very accurate and heavy damage.
Actually, I did that last round.
Uh, Last round you had to think about what to do. This round you configure your
No,
crossbow.
before, I'm sure they could play 2 rounds. The one I thought about it, then I equipped my crossbow. Then this one, I wanna like shoot it.
Yep, that's gonna be this next round. So we're
Okay,
resolving the round that you were equipping the crossbow. Is that same round still?
okay,
So this is the
okay.
round where you equipped while he shot, because he just fired his first 2 shots for the round, and then you gotta equip your weapon still, and they just got their melee done. Now we're in the next round, so it's back to melee. After it's melee, you're gonna shoot, and he's gonna shoot too. So if the fighting's not done, so there's only a couple left now. There's only about 3 left, so it's gonna get a morale check. All right, they are fighting to the death. Let's see. Here we go. Starting with uh, Initiative.
Can I take the hit that's gonna go on the fighter? The
Cadmos.
fighter with 1 HP. Yeah.
I suppose if
Can I
you
take
yeah
two
you kind
hits?
of intercept, you step forward trying to soak the hit up. So there's
Like,
not
I'm
really any
covering you,
movement in
brother.
combat. The only
I
way you
got you,
can
brother.
soak the hit up is you have to tell him to fall back. So last round you say fall back, Cadmos, and he will step back, do a fighting withdrawal as you like step in the way of the monster, so the
Yeah,
monster can keep
basically,
falling.
I'm like, step back, brother. I got this.
Okay, so you want to
Now
tell
we
them
die.
both to step back, or do you want to just have Cadmos?
No, just Cadmus. Yeah.
Alright, you're like Cadmos, get back, brother. Right. Okay, so that was last round, we'll say. So this round he can walk back. So as he's stepping back, you take his attacker's place, right? And you take 2 attacks then on you. But here's the initiative: 5 and 4. We have it. Okay. Cadmos' first attack as he falls back with his spear, still able to reach his monster. Deals a 9 to hit. It's a miss. His second attack, or no, here's Matt Deer's first attack. Nat 20. Matt Deer kills one, the one that's on him. Deal takes 5 damage. Let me see how many hit points it's got. Oh, that one's tough. The one that's on Matt Deer only took. Oh, I think Matt Deer, the one he hit last round was wounded, right?
Yeah. No, he hit it for
Yeah,
2 hit points.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, he kills that one. The one on him. This hit points will be for a different one. A fresh
Okay.
one. Probably the one that's on Erastus. All right. Here's our party's normal initiative now, starting with Erastus against his foe, who's very big. Scores a 16. Your first hit,
Finally.
Let's
and
go.
dealing
D8. I think is a Morningstar D8.
is a D6, 1 damage.
Okay. Oh,
And
okay.
let's see. Your foe is very large, so there's a little bump to him
Flop.
on his hand. And then here's the attack from Cadmos. Spear from the distance. Hits that same one. He's trying to help you. He deals 8 damage to it. Kills it. So as you bump its hand, his spear goes through its chest into the back.
Let's
Another kill.
go.
As he kills that one, Matt Deer goes for the last one. Scores a 12. It's a miss. The last one goes for uh, this one was on Erastus, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
14, miss. And then, of course, here comes the missiles. We'll give the crossbowman a shot first. Or no, the
Mhm.
fighter would go. No, yeah, you're both fighters, but we'll let the crossbow go first since it was being loaded or pulled out last round.
Yep.
So here
Sure.
comes the crossbow. Very accurate weapon, +1 close range, and should have other bonuses. Let me double check the
He
bonuses
doesn't. No believe.
in the reference weapon section. Crossbow 1d10 +1 to hit, so +2 to hit total. Close range +1 to
Bro.
hit from crossbow, so +2 total so far. I think that's the only bonuses. Okay, here we go. 8 +2, 10. What's your dexterity,
Uh.
Eris?
Woman,
Eris,
Yeah.
what's your
what's your
dexterity?
dexterity?
What's my what?
Do you remember your
Dexterity.
dexterity score?
Oh wait. Let me see. I have it.
Oh, she had the really bad dexterity. Pretty sure. She was very clumsy.
Which one is the
It should be
dexterity?
the
Because I
fourth
have
one.
strength, intelligence, wisdom, reflex.
Yeah, that
Reflex.
one. Dexterity reflex.
It's 5.
Alright, this is
Oof.
-2. So she missed, unfortunately. Took aim, missed her shot. Very powerful weapon though. If she did hit, it would have been devastating. And then of course, right after that, here comes the short bow from the halfling. The finishing touches of the combat. 12 to hit is a +2 bonus for close range and halfling bonus. 14 right
Mhm.
now. What's your dex?
Normal.
No, 14's a hit. Alright, your damage is 6 damage. Let me see if it's a kill or not. It's dead. Alright, your first shot was a kill. Did you track your arrows for the combat?
Yep.
How many did you fire?
3.
Okay. So, let's see. Eris -1 shot. And then Marty -3. Okay. Nice. The fighting is over, and you guys can claim your bounties on these
Before
monsters.
that, as like the combat ends, can I talk to the two returns with me and thank them like, thank you, brothers. This will be remembered by my God.
They
You
nod,
both
right? They're
have
like,
served a good, that served a good person, I guess. I don't know. You guys have helped me.
Cadmus nods, like, glad to be of service, but you see he's wounded, and Matt Deer nods too. He's pretty wounded too. Let's get our rewards.
Yes, you both shall be rewarded as promised.
Alright, so to keep it short, your party can go around, loot the monsters' corpses, cut their heads off, and then from there, you can set out for further adventure. Or, we are near the end of game time actually. We've been playing for almost 3 hours. So we can wrap it up here, just do a small little
Yeah,
bounty
we're
hunt to
gonna.
a rookie with us. Get out with a few
Can we
coins.
can we also check the tents if there's anything?
Yeah, so we'll loot the bodies, cut the heads, and check the tents. How's that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
The civilian tents had little to nothing in them. The 3 collapsed tents were empty. The 3 housed tents had the monster's equipment supplies. This includes food and necessary equipment to survive the wilderness, such as tinder boxes and torches, if you're interested.
Let's take those.
Okay. I'll describe to you each tent's contents. But first,
Yep.
let me give you the rewards. The monsters had a total of, collectively, each, or they all had money on them. They had
Mhm.
coppers. There was a total of 450 copper you loot from the corpses, and there's a
Okay.
total of 9 heads you get. Each head weighs 10 pounds, so I don't know how you're gonna carry it though. Oh, you have a horse. Nice.
Yeah.
I have a horse.
The horse, the saddlebags can carry up to 80 pounds, so 8 heads can be carried in the bags, but the bags will be bloody. You can wash them later though. The
Yeah.
bags
No,
also
we
have
can.
the food, so you have food in the bags. So maybe one bag
Can we?
has
Can't we?
heads, one bag
Can't
has.
can't can't we?
We can
Can't we
take a
carry
rest
them?
turn. We can just take a
You can
rest
also
turn
hang them
and
on the
eat.
horse too. Just tie them to the saddlebags on the
Yeah.
outside. You can hang them on
Sure.
your person too. The only bad part about hanging them is they will get in the way when you're in combat. They will be more cumbersome. They'll be leaking blood everywhere. They'll smell bad too.
You said in the tents there should be bags. We can just use the bags in
Oh,
there, like easy to
yes, yes,
survive.
yes. There's equipment there.
Mhm.
So we'll see if we can get some bags for the heads. So you got 9 heads. You got 450 coppers so far. All right. In the first tent that you looted, you found that there's a sack. Who wants it?
We just use it for the head. It doesn't matter who wants it.
Okay, carries up to
Martin.
2 heads. And there's
Martin
in the
wants it.
sack there's food in there.
Human food.
Yeah.
How much?
There's only about it's rations. It's not normal food. There's only about 3 rations. 9 pounds
What's
Yep.
of
Sounds good.
rations.
rations?
Rations are
MREs.
preserved, so like yeah,
Oh,
they will not
okay.
spoil.
Oh,
So there's 3
then we
rations
can uh
and 1
we can
sack in
just
there.
keep that one sack.
So do
The
you want to
rest.
keep
I'll
the
keep the
sack?
sack. I'll keep
Yeah,
the
I'll
sack with the
give it to
rations.
Martin. He can
You can
just
put the
have it.
rations somewhere safe where it doesn't get dirty, right?
Can you put rations with food, or would that get spoiled? The food, the normal food.
The rations are fine. They're like contained or like they're like salted
So
meat
you
and
can
stuff
put
like
them in the
sauce.
same sack with like food.
You could. The food will spoil though. As the food spoils with the
Listen, just
rations,
fuck the hats. We had them on a horse, and
yeah.
there's
They'll.
9 of them. We
Sure,
carried 3
yeah,
of them in our in our hands. In our hands, easy.
Mhm. So
sure.
food is
We
eaten
don't have to carry about them.
or spoils after each adventure, but rations will pass on to each adventure even if you don't eat it. So if you eat it, of course, it's gone. But if you don't eat it, it will be in the next adventure. Unlike
Yeah,
food.
let's just fuck that hats. We're gonna carry them in our hands and on the horse.
Okay. So the rations. Where do you put the rations with the saddlebags? So
Yeah,
that means it
I'll
will
just
be under Erasmus's character sheet. Is that okay?
we'll just put them with me right now, and if anyone else wants, like if, later, I can just give it to them.
Okay. They're not that expensive, so
That pretty like valuable for something you just find.
yeah.
So
All right. Who wanted the sack? So I can put it in your sheet.
Martin.
Martin.
it's an empty sack, right?
Do know if you fill a
Mm-hmm.
sack, you have to carry it by hand typically. It doesn't have a string
Yeah,
to loop.
that's fine.
And if it did have a string to wear, it would probably rip because of the weight that you put in there. It's not a very sturdy bag. Let's see.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So Martin takes it. I'll add it to your sheet. Okay, sack is acquired. Next tent has. This one has a pack, a backpack, and in the backpack you found torches, tinderbox, and candles. Who wants it?
Arrestus probably. Let's give the
You can have the
let's give
retainers
the
take
back
it too.
let's give the backpack to Iris. Eris.
Eris?
Iris.
Okay, Eris, you're
Yeah,
getting a
yeah, yeah.
backpack.
Iris. Okay.
And then how about the torches and tinderbox and candles?
Let's give her that too.
Okay, it fits in the pack perfectly.
How many torches?
10, so it's 30 pounds.
Okay.
Half the pack's space. And 3 candles.
Hmm.
Alright, the last tent, you found that there's a small chest open with a lot of food on it. Small chest, there's 60 pounds of food in it. It's just normal food though, it will spoil. So, the chest is the most valuable part. It's a small chest. Can
Okay.
carry up
How much does
to.
it weigh?
It's pretty heavy, but it carries a lot. Let's see. Um, it says it's half the size of a normal chest. So it weighs 75 pounds. You could put it on a horse or a cart. It carries up to 300 pounds of gear.
How much would the chest
Plus,
be sold for?
What was that?
How much can you sell a chest for?
It looks like you can sell this one for maybe 2, 3 silvers.
let's take it, and we drop the heads inside. We just carry it, you know.
Hmm. Alright, takes 2 men to carry comfortably, naturally.
Yep.
So,
Retainers.
or you could throw it on the horse, but then you can't ride the horse anymore. Let's see. You'll all just be
Retainers.
marching. Okay, you have the retainers
Sure, that's
carry it
fine.
together. The chest has
Yep.
handles. So it'll be under Canmos' name then. But small chest. Throw the heads in there, you can wash it later. Now we have an easy way to carry all the heads. Now we can march back to the village with our profits. Because did a small hunt out here for monsters. On the way back home, there's the same roll that has to be made. A chance to encounter more monsters, and a chance to encounter more orcs. Alright, here we go. Rolling the dice. No monsters, no orcs. We got lucky.
Ooh.
Safe journey back home. We make it alive with our bounties. Congratulations, you survived your next adventure, and congratulations to our new player. It's not always that a
Yeah,
new
thank
player can survive their
you.
first adventure. Thank you for playing with us. You're
You're
gonna get your
welcome.
reward.
Thank
I led
you.
pretty
Thank you,
well.
thank you.
We hope we'll
Alright,
see you around again.
So,
so the
yes.
rewards. We're gonna split it up now. It was 90 silver total for the heads. It was 45 silver total for the coppers.
We're selling the chest with that because no one is gonna carry that.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's an additional. Uh, it'll be one or 2 silver.
And also the food that wasn't. Oh wait, we put the heads inside. Never mind. And we wash it first. We
Yep.
can't forget about that.
All right. So before we split it up, let's pay the daily wages to our retainers. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They adventure with you for 1 day, so it's 2 silver each. Before you guys split it, so 2 silver each.
Mm-hmm.
So minus 3 here, minus 4 here, so it's 43 plus 90. Okay, so then so far they're at 2 silver each for their payment.
So we get 137.
All right, so we're at 90. We're at 133 now for the total profit.
Yep.
Okay, that's gonna be split, and we're gonna do it that Mad Deer and Cadmos have one share together. We'll split it between them, right?
Mhm.
Martin's one share, Eris is one share, and Ras is one share. No share to Alexander. So total is four
Yeah.
shares,
Yep.
and one is divided two ways between Cadmos and Mad Deer. So 133 divided by 4. There should be some extra. So 33 is a normal share. So Erastus gets 33 so far, and Eris gets a 33. 33 to Martin,
33. Okay.
and then the last 33 is split between the retainers. It's about 16 each, plus their 2 is 18 now. Alright, then let's go over the extra money left over. So, if 33 times 3 is 9, D9, plus the retainer share of 36 collectively, 135. Oops, we missed up at some point. Oh wait, no, we didn't. That's it. That's 16 each, sorry. Because I already added the 2 for the prior money. So 16 times 2 is 32. So 32 plus 99. Remaining silver is 2. There's 2 extra in the end. Who shall get it?
Give it to Eris and Erastus.
Eris and Erastus. Okay.
Mhm.
So then Erastus and Eris, you both get 34 total for the end of the adventure. It's a pretty good haul. You want to, so a good rate, if you want to know a good rate of advancement, you want to get at least 10% of what you need to level up. That means you will level up in 10 games, right? So after 10 plays, you can level up. Of course, that's the minimum. If you want to level up faster, like in a few games, 3 games, you might be able to play 3 games in a weekend max. So if you want to level up in one weekend, you have to get at least a third of what you need per game, right? A cleric needs 150 experience to level up. So if you want to level up in one weekend of gaming, you need to get 50 per game at least. Um, Now 33 is pretty good though. 34 is pretty good, right? So that will set you up with
I
a good
know.
kit. You can get a good amount of money next time.
That Daddy Modestus would be proud.
Mhm. You guys have all done well tonight. Very good. Or a small party too, right? So,
I go back to my Modestus and say, but money.
and then because you kept your retainers alive, they make progress as well, and you can hire them again. They'll be stronger and better for next time.
Did me thanking them after the fight help with that?
Yeah, of course. Keeps the
Okay.
relation good. All right. That's pretty much it for tonight. So thank you all for playing.
Can I have you for a minute?
Yeah, I'll stay a little longer. It's 1 a.m. for me
Uh,
though.
I
Sorry.
just want you to. I just want to quickly run over what Martin has as equipment, if
Yeah,
you don't mind.
that's fine. So you stick around. Everyone else, thank you for playing. Have a good night, and I hope hope we can play together again some other day. Probably.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for playing with us,
Bye.
Brew.
Bye
Good night.
bye.
Bye.
All right. And then Sorok, go over Martin's equipment then. Have a good night, UB, if you're gonna head out.
Yeah, I'm gonna head
Thanks
out.
for
I need to
playing.
go watch the movies.
Mhm.
All right. See ya.
See you, bro.
See ya.
All right, Martin's equipment.
Was it a good idea to burn those tents?
Yeah, pretty good idea. Drove them out of their tents so you don't have to go in there and get killed possibly. There's always a better way. The miss out. What you guys did today was a pretty good setup. You had someone holding the line, the 3 fighters, and the people with the bow and arrow shooting from behind, of course. Crossfire the enemy. They got them trapped, right? The retreat, they're just gonna get shot. They keep
Yep.
fighting, they're gonna die. So, all right. Either way, you guys pretty much had it in the bag. As long as you did not make the stupid move, there's a really good chance you guys would have survived it, of course, with the plan you made. Let's see. All right, Martin. After this adventure, I'll add his money now. So he got from this one 33, so 33 plus 0.7, 33.7 silver now. Okay. He lost 3 arrows during the adventure.
He has 12 now.
Okay. And additionally, he has his clothes, his sherpo, 12 arrows, a dagger, gambeson, helmet, 50-foot rope, hook, and sack. I will recommend to buy a horse next so it can carry any gear you don't want to have on your person, like a rope and hook.
I'm just asking because Martin is like a throwback character.
Mhm.
So I'm actually thinking about giving 25 silver to John if I can.
Mm. Okay. And send that over to John for his next adventure.
So he should 33.7. That's 8.7.
And starting the next adventure, John will have 25.
He has no money, right, John?
It looks like. Let me
He's
check if he had money
poor as
from the
hell.
last adventure he was on. Did John go adventuring? No, he did. He did.
Yeah,
He
he
spent
did.
his money already. Looks like.
Did he?
That's what it says. Wait, no, that's John the NPC. Was John an NPC?
No, John was my cleric.
Okay, that's a different John I'm looking at. Oops. Okay, so the John Acolyte. He has been on one adventure where he made 12 silver, but he spent it already, looks like.
He has 25, and his gear should be clothes, heavy gambeson, heavy helmet, mail,
Oh
symbol,
shoot,
sling.
I wrote it on the wrong sheet. Sorry, one second.
Yeah.
I was giving it to the wrong John. There's another John. That is sometimes the bad part about having a common name. Sometimes how there's more than one John, so it gets mixed up.
Oh, okay.
Alright, here's the real John. Found him. Sora's John. He already had 25 silvers. He gained an additional 25. So now he has
That's
50.
50. Can we do the prep now so we don't lose any time next game?
Sure. You gonna play as John next time?
So, yeah,
Nice.
probably.
Okay.
So his items should be clothes,
Yep. Close,
heavy
symbol, sling,
gambeson.
mace. I don't see a heavy gambeson on him. I see close, symbol, sling, mace, 10 torches, tinderbox, 50-foot rope, and a sack. 50 silvers.
Okay, clothes, and let's go over it again.
He has clothes, symbol,
Yep.
sling, mace, 10 torches, tinderbox, rope, and a sack. Some of those
Okay,
torches are hanging from his
so
belt. Because he can't carry it in his sack.
I'll buy him a pack,
Okay.
heavy
47.
gambeson.
Alright. One second, let me get a calculator out. I can track it.
Yep.
Okay, 43 left.
Heavy helmet.
Okay, 33 left.
And light plate is how much?
It should be
27, right?
27.5, yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay, 5.5 left. Light plate. Let's see. Anything else?
5.5.
Yep, 5.5 left.
Can I get 0.5 from Martin and get a heavy shield too?
Okay, one second.
Yeah.
All right, good to go.
So he has 0 silver left. Yeah, cool.
Mhm.
And that's it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Is there another session today?
If I wake up on time in about 9 hours from now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah, have a good one. See ya. Good night.
Good night.